Okay, so welcome to our session number 46. So currently we have the which set is this one? Have I selected? Is it going to tell me? I have the wrong one. I have the Catacombs of Wrath playing the Sin Spawn battle music in the background, simply because that way it has groans and stuff, so it doesn't keep hitting the copyright issues of actually just playing music. Because apparently 30 seconds of music at the start of a lot of my clips have been cited for copyright again. What are those fun facts about recording videos using audio tools that are built specifically for that? So, session number 46. We have too much noise in that end, but we have at the table Mark.
Hi, I'm playing Sparky Amberspark. I'm a little dwarf with a favourite new toy.
So in the middle of that, I had I'm a Little Teapot playing in the background.
Maybe, maybe not.
Inappropriate.
I'm the good person at the party.
Well, you do have your teapot lid. Ding!
Ding. Yeah.
Razor shield.
Yeah. Ding ding.
Online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening, all. Yes, I'm playing Cordar, the elven half-human fighter from the town of Sandpoint, out to try and become the hero he's read about in the legends of Pathfinder Society.
Yeah, I'm sure there will at least be one extra hero after we finish all this. Not sure who the hero will be, but I'm sure the victor writes the story. And also online tonight we have David.
Yeah, hi. I'm David. I play Bella Silvertongue. Here is my handle, here is my spout. I play the guy who does his best to corrupt the guy trying to be a hero as much as possible.
And we make a perfect team, sort of.
Yeah, you seem to have corrupted the wrong person each time, though. You got Pinwinkle last time you aimed for Cordar, so who are you going to hit this time?
I don't know. I don't aim for the others. They just ricochet into it. But
Yeah,
somehow we'll still get the job done.
Usually.
We get there eventually. Okay, so last...
probably for the next 10 minutes I'll have patch reception too, sorry.
We understand that. And last session we had you taking on a Darrow and its construct. And each other.
Hang on. Sparky took on the Darrow and a construct. The guys just joined in at the end.
I know you went to tap them on the shoulder and dropped your pants.
I don't think Sparky had much to do with it at all, really.
I distracted them.
They were quite distracted.
Yeah, I had my pants down, remember? Didn't...
When Sparky served our heels.
Well, we won't discuss this anymore then after that, okay? No. Go on.
And Nexa did enjoy cleaving the beast in half.
She did. He did.
And you had looked around the laboratory and found lots of different people stretched out on tables being experimented on.
But none of them are still alive.
None of them are still alive.
Looks like something like Chilaxian thing would do. So.
Well, Chilaxian's pretty good at keeping them alive.
Do they?
Yeah.
I thought they just have a lot of bodies lying around. That's all.
No, the
no, dead things are useless.
Now I'm beating my. This is my anti-dwarf thing to collect Chilaxia thing. So yeah, it's all good.
From a Chilaxian, dead things can't be hurt.
Whilst they're reviewing the contents of the room, Cordar's returned to the doorway to watch out to see if there's been any reaction or from the sounds of combat. So they're ready to respond.
I'm tying my pants back up too. So going. Wow, that was embarrassing.
Sparky, what's going on? Why did you drop your pants? Why did you not attack? What is going on?
Well, I tried to, and it happened. I can't explain it any better. It just happened, and without me talking to this new sword, I have no idea what the deal is yet. But I don't think it's...
Look, if it was an intelligent weapon, it would have spoken to you by now. It would have spoken to us or you. It's probably just a stupid curse, and just a prideful, silly curse. Now, next time we're in combat, maybe this thing can show us that it's useful rather than dropping your pep, which, by the way, hilarious. But maybe it can show us how effective it is in the next combat against some sort of monster.
And with that, roll initiative.
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Me and him.
What roll initiative? I'm not saying her.
Well, okay.
Why ruin the surprise?
Cordar was going to make a comment on that. Obviously, deliberately not listening to the conversation.
Oh.
But I was very tempted to make a comment about Bella making a statement that if it was an intelligence sword, it would have talked to Sparky already. I thought, I don't know, not talking to Sparky sounds pretty intelligent.
I got a 30.
Yeah, but what did the sword get?
I don't know. I got a 30. Sparky got a 30, so...
I'm assuming that the Cordar does not need to roll initiative at this stage.
Oh no, Cordar does need to roll initiative as well.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Oh no.
I rolled a 20, so you're nowhere near 30.
Cordar was on watch, his perception for 18.
Just making sure I get the people right. I'm still getting used to all the different places.
27.
Bellev got 27.
Yep.
Was that for natural 20?
That's correct.
So it was 27 upgraded. But was Sparky 30 with the natural 20?
No.
Okay. I do have some bad rolls, so it is useful that I can roll badly.
Yeah, except for the first one, I noticed. Which it could be. That's Nexa. That one must be Nexa. Yeah.
Okay, so up first we have Bellev with that shining natural 20 coming into the fold. As you see Sparky giving you a withering look.
Okay. So Bella is going to hang on 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm just going through my spells to try and die at the same time.
Yeah, trying not to die is a good thing.
Yeah. So Bella is going to cast Calm Emotions. Oh, sorry. No, do I perceive that Sparky is dangerously aggressive?
Not really.
What's actually happened that he's ready to jump to initiative, aside from taunting Sparky? Is that the only factor?
Sparky's about to stab you.
I
You
will.
have to have a reason to cast a spell.
I'd probably also say you hear a crash outside
Oh,
behind you.
yeah, okay. Ballard's not going to do anything. He's going to delay because
Okay.
he's not. Yeah, pretty strong.
So Sparky, Ballard's not currently looking at you, looking the other way. What does Sparky wish to do?
Well, Sparky feels insulted. But Sparky can talk to the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he just doesn't understand you. I don't understand you. I said, he just wants to show how good you're going to be for this party. So
you spend the round talking to the rapier.
yeah.
Okay. Then you hear some chanting from out in the other room.
Like the main room the court I was looking into?
Yep. He's hearing chanting from the walkway up above.
Okay. Can he see anyone up there?
On his turn. Currently,
Yep.
currently that person gets the advantage of getting their spell off.
Okay, cool.
Could Beleth give me a fortitude saving throw?
Can it see Bella? Aren't they still in the room that we fought against the Darrow and the construct?
It wasn't that big a room, and most of them had been. He'd been standing near the doorway most of the time.
Okay, happy with that.
Yeah. Says so it is.
That's right.
Hang on,
I'll get a picture in my head as to what the space is. So.
It's not a big space. All of you couldn't fit in there at the same time.
All good then?
Do you
In
want
which
to roll?
case then, I guess
Sorry,
I'll
I'm just finding my saves. Did you say fortitude?
I did say fortitude.
25.
25. Okay, what does 25 get you? Okay. You lose your sight. You are now blind.
Well, that's rude. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay. Then that is a double action ability and it throws something at Jeremy's character. Okay, so would a 30 hit you?
It would indeed.
Would that make it a crit?
Do we have flat-footed in Pathfinder 2?
Well, you don't have your shield readied, so you don't get that bonus.
No,
But
that's right. But my standard AC without shield is 21. I was just trying to work out whether or not there was any flat, because I haven't got a flat-footed armor class listed. So
I believe you have to be given the flat-footed condition.
Yeah, you got to.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're not given that condition, even if they act before you, so unless they actually specifically give you that condition, you don't have that condition as far as I'm concerned.
That's what I thought.
Okay, in which case then it hits, but it's not a critical.
Which I'm quite happy with, because I
I
really
prefer-
didn't want to crit someone on the first throw. Okay, but does maximum damage
Marvellous.
of 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning.
As something's wrapped around your legs, tying them together.
Okay. I
Pretty-
get
pretty
the entangled condition, do I? Or?
You are, I believe you are immobilized in the sense
Yeah, so
of not moving.
That sounds right. So, immobilised, yep.
But maybe on the other side of these cards.
Immobilized by something holding you in place and external force.
There it is. It's on both sides.
Just to be clear, I have the condition blinded.
Yes, you do have the condition blinded. Someone has struck you blind. So you have no idea what they look like and what Jeremy's about to witness, because it is Jeremy's go.
Yep.
So you see 3 Durgarb in front of you. One up on the rafters up above. 2 of them on... sorry, Darrow.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Darrow. So, yeah, one of them is up above and the other one is... other 2 are down below. They both have these rope... They all have these rope-like weapons that they can throw and trip people up with.
Hmm?
And the one upstairs seems to be a spellcaster. And cast something that hit Beleth.
I got Beleth, yep. And I'm finding it difficult to move right now. I didn't trip over.
No, because they used one action to cast a spell and one action to do the ranged attack. If they had another action left, they could have tripped you.
Yep, okay. So I'm actually, it's effectively got like, it's got a whip around my legs at the moment.
Effectively. It's more like a rope than a whip.
Yeah, but they've still got one hand on the other end, is the important part.
They do, yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming that's not, or maybe I'm not. Is that the one that casts a spell?
That is the one that casts a spell.
Okay. I will take a shot with my bow.
Yep.
First of all, at the spellcaster that's got my legs tied up. Where's my bow gone? 16, 25.
25 is a hit.
For 5 points of piercing damage.
He takes 5 points.
I will then use second action to try and break out of the rope holding around my legs type stuff. Yeah. Is that going to be like a escape artist or something?
Yep. It is a...
athletics or acrobatics?
I believe it's acrobatics to get out, or athletic. Well, you choose.
They're both at +9 anyway, so... for 19, 28.
28. 28's enough for you to slip out.
Okay. And now there are... You said there's one up on the 12 cards up on the balcony.
Yep.
But there are 2 down on our level.
There are.
And how close are they?
They would be about at the probably about 40 and 60 feet range.
Yeah, I'll just take another shot at the spellcaster. 11 plus 9, 20 minus 5, 15.
15 is a miss. Not a critical miss, but a miss.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Which brings us to one of the ones on the ground. Okay. He runs up to, takes 2 strides to get within 20 feet of Jeremy, and he also throws his ranged tripping weapon. And hits armor class 25.
That'll hit.
And he does a whole 7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one rushes up. How far can he move? Oh, he's a decent speed. He closes into you with 2 moves. Actually, he gets... He stops at... No, he doesn't close in at all. He's going to use his other abilities. He has better things than closing in. So first he's going to throw a spell at you. Because why wouldn't they?
Did when the other one hit me, I gain the immobilized condition again?
Yes, you did gain the immobilized condition again.
Okay.
Okay, so he throws a daze at you, Jeremy.
A daze.
Will saving throw.
Uh, 13 plus. What's the stage gone? 20.
20. Luckily, it was this guy that did it and not the other two.
Sounds good.
Because otherwise you might not have come off so well. You basically come out with no damage.
Okay. And obviously no condition either.
Nope. Though on a critical fail you would have been stunned 1. Which in these sort of combats can be quite deadly.
Well, with Bella already blinded and Sparky potentially useless.
And then he shoots at you with his crossbow. Hitting armor class 8.
That would be a critical miss.
I know. With
Even
his...
an outstanding kill for him.
I got a good idea this one. He drops the crossbow and hits the guy on top of the roof.
Actually, I'm just having a look at the spells. I was expecting it to have the... I think all the spells are considered attacks. Is casting a spell considered an attack?
I haven't thought about it. But, I mean, the point is, even if it's plus...
Yeah, it usually would be, yeah. I thought it would, because you either can cast a spell or make attack.
No, it does make a difference, because if it is +5, then...
It goes from being a...
it wouldn't be a critical miss.
Non-miss, that was the whole thing with it. Considering the spell he used doesn't have an attack thing, he could have actually gone the other way around. Fired and then cast a spell.
Possibly, yeah.
If it doesn't, if it's not considered an attack, so I've got a couple of different spells that have different effects. So no, it'll actually say, I believe it's make an attack roll. I believe. Hang on, let me find it.
It does not have an attack roll in it, so it's not an attack technically.
No, it's not an attack. No.
It's a saving throw.
Yeah.
It's like if you're using something like a snowball or a magic missile, you'd use that attack. Right?
A magic missile, unfortunately, also doesn't have the attack trait.
No, sorry. I mean,
Yeah, magic missile was bad.
Yeah, so
something like divine lance or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So I was just looking at it going there. In which case, it makes it a miss, not a critical miss. I would have loved the critical miss, but I'm trying to do the rules properly.
No, that's very cool.
Okay, so did Belaf wish to jump in at some point there with his blindness?
And he's delayed action.
Yep, he's going to cast Sanctuary on himself.
Okay.
And that's it.
Make sure I get
sorry,
it right.
and he'll tell whatever the fucking name is Raven.
Yeah.
To warn him if somebody comes close to him.
Okay. Your Raven is more than happy to warn you. Both of them.
Yeah, so I'm not actually talking to the imp. The imp can do what the imp wants to do.
The imp is more than happy to consider itself your Raven. You know how
That's
these imps
fine.
are?
I can't tell the difference at the moment.
Okay, so...
Did I get a reply back from the sword, the rapier yet, or not?
you don't know yet.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Well, felt like I'd get anything since 6 seconds ago, I'm going to call it.
And you see this glowing dimness around
So, can I just quickly, can Bella just quickly say something?
He can.
He looks to the direction in which he thinks Sparky is. Could be wrong, could be right, doesn't matter. Now, let me see that stupid sword actually do something useful and kill some of these useless beasts.
And he talks off to the side of you.
That's fine. I take that as encouragement.
As you look at him, his eyes are completely blackened.
Chillaxians. Say under my breath. Dwarves and chillaxians have issues. Martin and I discussed this. So, okay. Who's the closest guy to me right now?
Belath.
No. Who's the closest... Oh, okay. Closest dark dwarf?
Don't say enemy.
Yeah, I'm going to say, not say enemy. Because that includes him.
I'd go with Darrow. Closest Darrow.
Who's the closest Darrow?
Yeah, good idea.
Because Jeremy's sort of referring that you're a bit of a dark dwarf right now.
I wonder why I have NPCs. Yeah.
The closest one is probably out the door and up on the railing about... you have to go out the door at least 15 feet.
Well, no, because there's the one that's only 20 feet away from me, because you move forward and wrap me around my legs.
Yes, but the one in the railing's closer than the one on the ground.
But to get up there, I have to jump up there or something, wouldn't I?
Oh, there's stairs. You just have to run past the one on the ground.
So is the one up on the balcony, is that effectively directly above us or something?
Very close to being directly above you, yeah.
Okay.
They get a bit of cover if you attack, which is why they're a bit harder to hit.
But there's only one up on the balcony.
There is only one up on the balcony. And it was the spellcaster, which gave them... they got the high ground, of course they're going to win.
Oh yeah, no, I've got no problem with that. It was more when you said they get a bit of cover, I thought, hang on,
There's no way I can get around that guy on the ground.
maybe
an attack of opportunity, or?
Only if they have an attack of opportunity. And Jeremy, I was just throwing in, the Star Wars quote.
It was you're using they in the sense that they're what's it, asexual.
I was using they in the sense of there might be more than one.
I prefer my option.
I know. I just thought I would help with ease that sense of doom by just making it worse. So, Mark.
Cordell will use a free action to say, Captain Breath, anytime.
I ignored a Cordell, but I did go for the one that I saw.
What do you mean you ignored Cordell? He wasn't talking to you. I hope you ignored him. I said Captain Breath.
The first one attacked us. I'll go for the first one attacked us.
Okay, the first one who attacked you is the one up thing. So how'd you get to them? You run past the one on the ground?
Yep.
Okay. Amusingly, he's not the one who has the attack of opportunity.
Yep, I was taking the risk. So...
And how fast can you move?
20 feet.
Okay, so you get to the bottom of the stairs with your 3 moves.
Was that far away?
Yeah.
It's probably better to go the guy down the floor. Okay, I didn't realise. I thought it was hard.
He was going to be closer.
The stairs basically go the other way of the room, so you have to run right past everyone, get to the stairs, and then run back up again.
When Martin said the guy on the balcony was closest, that was just the crow flies.
Yeah,
maybe if you jumped up on Corday's shoulders and did, bounce off the top of his head, you might be able to get there faster. Are you that athletic? Acrobatic?
I am acrobatic.
Is Corday willing to be a statue?
Well, he can't move at the moment.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, give me an acrobatics roll.
What could go wrong?
I mean, if Sparky actually tells Corday what he's planning, he can give him advantage potentially.
He doesn't. He rolled.
He doesn't need to. That's a 29 at advantage with a natural 20.
So 29 upgraded is not advantage. It's upgraded.
Upgraded? Yeah.
Upgraded is far more thrilling than advantage. Okay, so he happens to come right at you at the right time. You fling your hands up and you give him the extra boost that sends him up over the rail in 2 moves instead of 3, giving him 1 action.
It's okay.
He, she, it's hard to tell. You've got the beard.
Okay, it's fair. Woohoo!
And hey, you might even get sneak attack on this thing if you've got the thing there, because hey, they won't expect you to come that way.
So how many actions for that? Was it just 1 action?
That was 2 actions to get there.
And I will attempt to stab with my rapier.
Okay.
Because
that almost looked like teamwork.
You want to do that mid-flight? Pull the sword out? Because you haven't pulled the sword out yet.
yeah, mid-flight.
As you saw past Bella, just stab him on the way through.
Okay, so as you jump off the top of Jeremy and land up on the balcony, you hear this clatter on the ground below. And you realise, again, no challenge has been issued.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't know I have to challenge either, so it's hard to say that. So.
Mark you knew that from last session.
No, but I haven't. I know as a player, not as a character.
Player knows character doesn't know.
Yeah. I know this is.
I was just pointing out to the player.
Yeah. Player knows this. Player hasn't worked to go on.
And now you land right next to the person.
The character formerly known as Bella says, "I know that sound. Is it that stupid sword done it again? I told you it was useless and has no desire to show itself at all."
Can I pull out a dagger now or not?
I know that was on the belt.
So it's knocked my. I've got panthers again anyway. Yeah, I just look going. What a day.
You don't give a dagger in your boots?
You got a dagger in your boots?
I do have a dagger.
Okay.
You know the dagger I'm talking about.
So you pull out the dagger from your boots?
Yeah, my clan dagger.
Okay. As you pull it out, there's this ripping sound as it cuts through the boot.
Oh.
Go fuck.
At which point you remember the curse.
Yeah. Cool. And I look at the rapier. I look at it and go, instructions, please. I look around and look over the sad puppy dog glasses.
and right next to you is the Darrow, and behind it is some hulking creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I haven't done much hit points since last time. So.
Well, actually, you got healed back to almost full.
No, I didn't, because I only healed myself. No one else healed me. I need to.
No, other people did heal you.
Did we?
Because I have it here having you.
Because I only healed myself with battle medicine, as far as I was aware. But
okay, not on that one.
I'm happy to. If I'm.
You were down to 3 damage left at the end of the session.
Okay, so 37. Okay, I thought I had 15. So I've done that. That's all my actions, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Denny is the guy next to you. At the start of his turn, Baloth is no longer blind.
Yay!
He managed to get. So just so you know, David, you made the success by 2 on the dice roll.
Nice.
Otherwise, you would have been blinded for the entire combat.
Yeah, I thought so.
I thought you'd like to know how well you did.
Scott, Benny.
Yeah, no, thank you. I did assume that. Is it Bella's go?
No, it is actually the mage's go. And I'm just going to add in into the...
Oh, the start of the mage's turn. Right, gotcha.
Perfect timing.
I'm just going to add Annie in.
Yeah.
I've got my pants down and left my ankles again. Going.
There she is. Add. And I'll just fix up on here so that she actually appears as here. And she can introduce
Evening, Annie. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, I've got my
Glad to see you.
Wow.
Hey.
Good. Mark's not doing so great.
Mark decided to try the rapier again, and his pants fell down again halfway mid acrobatic flight. So
it was a fantastic flight.
yeah, it looked good.
I missed it because Egg was barking. Sorry.
No, my sword didn't. My rapier didn't work.
Mark
Yet.
dropped his pants again.
Yeah, you know that common theme I have the last couple of sessions. Just dropping my pants.
Okay, so the person beside you casts a 2-action spell and touches you.
I'm just thinking about anything that's going to help me.
Give me a fortitude save.
So deny advantage. No, that's all good. Okay. So fortitude. Cool.
As they try to suck your soul from your body.
Oh.
This is why my pants are down. This really doesn't sound good, mate.
You're following in your other character's footsteps.
Yeah, okay. I had a few. Yeah, 21.
21. Okay, so this is gonna hurt. So just so you know, they cast Vampiric Touch on you.
Oh,
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is, despite Cordar's effort to damage the mage, you've just given it all back to him.
Well, someone just came within touch range. Why wouldn't he take up the offer?
Hey, I was trying to go for attack here. Okay.
When someone delivers a free meal, do you give it up?
That's right. It came within touch range.
So
and then
that
conveniently
is
disrobed, like he can touch it.
25 points of damage to you.
I'm down to 12. Wow, that's bigger than a night out with a chillaxing.
And he gains half of that in...
Hit points.
He does, actually, but they're temporary hit points.
Yep.
Half of 25 makes it 12, so I'll always do round down. Okay. So he's quite happy with that one, as he then stabs you with his pointy stick.
Yep.
Okay, so his pointy stick hits an armor class 15.
Miss 20 home.
I'm just checking in Vampiric Touch. Oh, no, there's not an actual attack there, so it was actually 20.
That hits. So I haven't raised my shield. So.
See, those shields are so fantastic.
Oh, it'd be good if I didn't drop my rapier. Yeah, absolutely pumped it.
And he does to you a extra 6 damage.
6 HP left. Wow. And he's got his big bloke next to him.
Vampiric Touch didn't require a touch attack?
Yeah, that's what
No, it's a touch, but it's not a touch attack.
That's strange. Maybe I'm thinking the D&D version all the time.
Your touch leaches out the lifeblood of a target. It doesn't actually have an attack roll.
yeah. So it's a save.
It's a saving throw instead of an attack roll. So it relies on the target, not the attacker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is his full round of stuff. And Cordar, he looks like he's stronger than when you shot him.
Yep, that looks surprising.
And you
Although I'm
see
assuming that we can't really see him if he's directly above us in the balcony.
And right next,
shot up through.
and right next to you is the same set of pants you saw earlier.
and
Yep.
you if you look up, you do see a bare bum.
I really don't care. Cordar will drop his bow and draw sword and shield.
Yep.
He'll go for the shocking
Sword.
the longsword, yep. And attempt to break free of the thing, or possibly cut it with the sword or something. If it looks like the sort of thing will cut easily, or probably just cut it with the sword, or just break free, whichever's going to
It
be
may
more
take
effective.
1 or 2 actions to cut through, or 1 action to slide out of.
Okay, I'll go for the acrobatics type stuff. 16 gives me a 25.
You slip out, no problems.
So that was effectively 2 actions. I'll use 3rd action to raise shield, and basically step. So I aim to provide myself much cover from the balcony above, and also allow Nexa to come out and actually start acting.
Okay, so Nexa gets to roll initiative.
Right. What are we actually fighting? Sorry.
Some dark dwarves. And apparently someone who keeps dropping their pants.
That's right. The combat started when the 3 other Geros that we knew were here apparently all came in and attacked.
And we're also fighting the urge to vomit from the bottom half naked dwarf.
Only if you look up.
Yeah, and you need to see the back side, you're not seeing the front side, okay? Just put it out there.
Okay, you're looking up through the balcony above you, so...
Luckily, everything's obscured.
Okay. So that's a 13 for initiative.
Okay. So it is then Nexar's go. As you're still in the room, having heard commotion outside.
Yeah, so I can't actually see anything.
You can hear stuff out there, and then you also see the sword and pants on the ground again.
Yeah, and no one else is in the room with me.
Well,
No, Balath is in the doorway.
And Sparky just ran out of the room. He did a nimble leap and then dropped his pants.
Yep. Cool.
If I just knew what I could do with that sword, I would have done better.
Ah.
But yeah.
So I'll head to the door and look through and see who we're attacking.
Okay, give me a perception. Give me a perception roll as you take an action to look around.
Okay. 19.7.
Okay, so you can clearly see the two dwarves on the railing above, one without pants and one obviously darker than the other, with glowing blue eyes and white beard.
Yeah. Are any of them within axe striking distance of me?
Not easily because they are on a walkway above you. On the ground, you can see about 20 feet away one of the dwarves, one of those dwarves with blue glowing eyes, and about another 20 feet behind him, a second dwarf on the ground. So those ones will require more movement to reach.
Yeah.
And that would be the end of your turn, reaching one of those dwarves.
The ones on the ground.
Yeah.
The ones above me I can't get to either unless I use a ranged weapon. Unless
you use a ranged weapon, yes. And Sparky's way of jumping up there might not work as well.
Yeah. So what are they up on? Some sort of balcony type thing?
There is a stairwell at the other side of the room you can use to get up there, but you have to get past the other dwarves to get to it.
But is it whatever platform they're standing on, is that held up by wooden pillars, or what's that held up by?
It's attached to the wall. It doesn't seem to have any supports going down.
Alright, cool. So I can't just smack it down with an axe or something?
Not easily.
No. Alright, I'll approach.
But it would have been funny if you could have, because Cordar was beneath it.
Oh, nice. So going up the stairs would be the end of my turn to get to where Sparky is as well?
It would cost your turn to get to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. I'm going to approach the one on the ground and
okay.
The closest one.
You reach him and get right up in his face.
Yeah. What is up?
Okay. He points a crossbow at you and pulls the trigger.
Nice.
Shouldn't Balath be going before that?
No, Balath is actually after these two.
Okay, gotcha.
From when he took his action. So, apparently he shot badly and gets a 12.
As long as he doesn't skip
Because
the
of
mouth.
the scary looking.
As long as I don't get a bolt in my ass, I'm okay, guys.
And he tosses it off to the side, his crossbow. And then he casts Daze at you. So you get to make a will saving throw.
$18.
Okay, he does 2 mental damage to you.
Hasn't the world done?
And he is a... Nope, he can't do it with the higher... No? Yeah. Would have been able to do more if he had been a one level higher. Unfortunately for him, he was only 2nd level cantrips. Actually thought he had a better one. Okay, that is his go. And the one behind him spends an action, loads his crossbow, and then fires at you. Hitting an armor class 28.
Yeah. My armor class currently says 18, but I don't know how updated it is, but you can use it for this.
In which case it will actually be a critical hit.
Damn.
So that is makes it 4 piercing damage. Plus, you also have to make a saving throw versus poison.
Do you want to build a snowman?
What do I add on to the saving throw?
I believe you add your fortitude save to the saving throw. I'm just looking it up now. It is giant centipede poison. Okay, so fortitude saving throw.
Yeah, so 25 total.
25. You're good. Well, he did try his best. And then he also tries to... No, that won't work on you at all. So he runs up to the other side of you and tries to stab you. And apparently he's just so good at that, you stepped out of the way and he stabbed the guy on the other side with a sneak attack.
Nice.
Because he did have sneak attack. And he does a bit of damage to his friend on the other side, who's not too happy with that.
You know what I miss? Being able to make enemies want to eat each other. Fun time.
Yes, that is fun times. I remember that well. Okay, now it is Balast's turn. You can see.
Okay, Martin, can he see this any part of that spellcaster?
Yes he can. Because that spellcaster can also see you.
Balast looks around, sees that there's a useless, stabby, slowly thing, and then Nyx is sort of ineffectual, but mostly out of combat. Looks at the Clawdar, shakes his head and says, "Fine, I'll do everything myself. Fire!" And casts Flaming Sphere on the spellcaster.
Okay, and your sanctuary drops.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Just making sure you remembered.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it is Flaming Ball.
Yeah, Flaming Spear on the square that old mate Agey Boy is in.
I'll look that up because I just want to see if I'm dead or not.
Okay, so the square it's in that you can see?
Correct.
Okay. You get 2 dwarves in the blast
Yeah.
of the ball.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's 16 damage.
16 damage. So reflex saving throw for both dwarves.
Is it actually a reflex saving throw for the first round in which it appears?
There is no... Each creature must attempt a basic reflex save. On subsequent rounds, you can sustain it, which then also gets a saving throw.
Yeah, just hang on. I'm just looking at the first, like when it appears. It's a creature in the square when it first appears. Oh, yeah, sorry, go.
All good.
My apologies.
That's okay, I don't believe they made the reflex save.
Do we ever reroll?
It's DC 19 anyway.
Oh, they got exactly 19.
Do we ever
Oh,
reroll?
nice.
We do.
Can I please use a reroll?
You rolled a 1, did you?
Close to it. Yeah.
Oh, was Mark in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, 2 dwarfs.
Oh, 2 dwarves. Doesn't it only affect the actual square that the dwarf is in? That the target is in?
No, Flaming Sphere is a 15-foot square.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big square.
23.
Sorry.
So okay, so you take 8 damage.
I'm down.
My apologies, Mark. I misread the spell.
No, that's right. I had a feeling it might have been because I...
Yeah.
Yeah, no apologies to the character, just to the
The
player.
area is 1 5-foot square. There's a space between the 1 and the 5.
Oh, there is a space.
So I don't die?
Yeah.
You don't die.
Phew.
There we go. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy.
That's what I read as well.
You can see the confusion there when you just look at it as a glance.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I couldn't be confident because I'm obviously slightly preoccupied.
As a role-playing
You know,
thing,
honestly, I was thinking, hang on, 15 foot, that's a hell lot bigger than the spell used to be.
I know, like if
That's what I thought as well.
15 foot the spell, I would have done something very very different, and I would never cast anything other than Flaming Spear.
on the side note, I have warm arse cheeks now because of the fire next year. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so you burned through most of the life that he stole from Mark.
Yep. Now the character, hang on, Flaming Spear's 2 rounds, fantastic. Balath will attempt to find some cover, potentially behind.
You can duck back into the room you were in, so you're out of sight.
Not completely out of sight, but definitely seeking cover to be mostly behind the cover.
Okay. So that is your turn. Now, Sparky.
I've already used my battle medicine already, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Session, yeah. So I've got a shield. I can't attack with... I'm assumed now I can't attack with anything but the rapier from base my boot thing. This big monster thing, how close is it to me at the moment?
It is behind the spellcaster in a doorway. It looks like a giant bat. With red, glowy eyes.
By the way, that is one of the very first times that you've ever seen Balath cast a proper, serious offensive spell.
No. Oh, I'm still distracted at the moment, but it's okay. I think it's quite cool, but still distracted.
Well, the guy in front of you is on fire.
See, if I take a 5-foot step back,
Mm-hmm.
that means I'm 5 feet away from him right now. And then I take a movement action another 20 feet down. I'm going back down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm raising my shield.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
You're at the bottom of the stairs with your shield raised.
With no pants on.
Yep.
Yep.
Hiding the top half.
Yeah. I was just having to think, would Sparky do? Yeah, Sparky would do that. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's his go, it's you.
It is the mage's go. Okay. He moves out of the flaming spot to the top of the stairs. And then he casts a spell at Balath. He can a spell off.
Oh.
Okay, it is a will saving throw for Balath.
Yeah, 2 seconds, please. I acted a spell pass. Will save you set?
A will save, yes.
Sorry, just be set. Can't just select the dice because I don't trust any of you to roll my dice for me anymore.
Wow, that's deep.
26.
26. Okay, so you were hit with uncontrollable laughter. You can't use reactions.
Yeah, can I still concentrate on the spell?
You can. Concentration is sustained, so as long as you have an action to use on your turn, you can sustain it.
Yep.
Though he was trying to take away some of your actions to make you less useful.
Yeah, so a proper fail would have made it a lot worse, yeah?
A couple more points and you would have lost an action. Even more points and you would have been worse.
Yeah, gotcha. I really like the pass fail system in Pathfinder.
It is very good. Okay, so that is his 2 action spell. And then he does the whole ranged trip thing on Nexa.
Okay. I'm not in danger anymore.
Well, he can't really see Jeremy that well now and Balath.
And I'm probably useless now.
And as he throws it, it goes flying out of his hands and bounces around the room. He forgot to hang on to it. So it is Cordar's go.
What was he throwing?
It's basically a hook with a rope attached to it.
Did it have to pass through the flaming sphere?
No.
No, it was going downstairs.
Cool. No worries.
Corda will move forward to aiming to be flanking one of the 2 Deros with Nexa,
You get flanking.
and we'll attack that Dero. So is flanking give +2 or is it advantage? No, advantage is a forfeit thing, so that's +2.
You have to have an effect that gives you bonuses. I don't believe it automatically gives you for flanking.
Oh, okay, yep, that's right then. No, that's right then.
Just looking that up now for you, just to confirm it.
I don't think it'll make much difference either way because it's 25 to hit,
Okay, so flanking does make it flat-footed,
flat-footed. Okay, so but yeah,
Which
I've
gives
got
you the
three-
plus.
oh,
which gives you that bonus.
Yeah, I'll watch it then, yeah.
Okay, so
this comes down to whether okay, it was AC 25. Oh, okay, flat-footed. He takes a -2 to AC. So
and he takes a reaction to do a nimble dodge, but doesn't get out of the way.
okay. But I'm guessing it means it's not actually a critical in the end anyway. So
It is not.
My D8 plus a. Yeah, I'm assuming that lightning works on them.
Lightning does work on them.
Or 5 points of magical slashing and 9 points of magical slashing and 2 points of shocking.
Okay, that's the first he's been hit.
Yeah.
Okay, have you got any other actions left?
Oh, sorry, so that was 2.
Raise your shield.
No, we'll go for another attack.
Okay.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but if I lose reception, that flaming spear is just going to follow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And 3d6. Should be.
He's 3d6.
Yeah, I read it.
26.
Yeah.
AC 21.
21 is still a hit. And he's got no reaction left to get make it more difficult.
And this time he gets 12 points of magical slashing and 5 points of electrical.
So that is 17 points.
Yep.
Okay. Then it is Nexar's go. You have flanking on someone thanks to Jeremy.
Which one?
The one who just the one who stepped up to attack you and missed and got the guy on the other side.
Yeah, perfect. That's the one I wanted to hit. Alright. I'm gonna swing my great axe at him or her or them.
Hard to tell. It's a dwarf. It's got a beard.
Yeah, fair. I swing my great axe.
I keep doing that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I have to shave my beard off now.
What do I add to my roll for that story?
You add your strength bonus. You add your.
I'd expect you looking about plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 10. That's about right.
Well, I rolled a 19.
That'll probably hit.
Yeah.
That would be a critical hit. And you cleave that person in two because they were on 1 hit point.
Nice.
See, it's all the fun. I'm just there for commentary. It worked out. Yeah.
Is the second one that they accidentally hit still within striking distance too?
They are, yes, because they were flanking you.
Oh, we're deciding you, yeah.
Yeah. What's my
Minus.
Do I get to
So
do it
you,
again?
you roll a d20 again and you add 5 to the roll.
Okay.
No, you add 6 to the roll because I believe you have momentum on your weapon.
Okay.
If she attacks different targets, she gets
Momentum, yeah.
1 less. Yeah.
23.
23 is a hit.
Do I roll damage for that one?
You do.
That one's not automatically dead because you haven't been damaged much.
I'm just.
I was
I'm
figuring out which one's a D12. Hold up.
But don't make a hedgehog.
Or the one that has
It's
a
the
12
awesome
on
one.
the other side of the one.
Yeah, got it.
It's the most fun one.
And 11?
Oh, that's good. 11 plus.
Is that plus your 4 for strength?
11 plus an 8. So an 11 and an 8 is what I rolled.
So you rolled 2d12, didn't you?
Yeah, 2d12, 11 and an 8.
Yes, so 19 plus 4, 23.
23. Okay. They're still going? You can swing again if you wish. That would be then at a +1 to the roll.
Aww.
And remember though that if you try again, then you've got the running risk of a critical failure too. Or
Yeah.
a higher risk of critical failure.
No, Ness is pretty satisfied with those 2 thumps.
Okay. Then it is his go in retaliation. Okay, let's see if that actually will do any good against you. As he tries to pull rabbits out of his hat.
Actual rabbits?
We shall see. It might be a rabbit with weirdly red eyes.
Maybe Nexa loves rabbits.
It might be an Equalax.
Okay, well, considering now he doesn't have to worry about his friend in the area of effect, he casts a spell that hits both you and Cordar, so Nexa and Cordar, and you both get to make fortitude saving throws.
Oh, I'm fucked.
I'm only on 14.
10.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so he got his spell off. So both of you will take full damage, and you're both. I'm going to be deafened.
Oh, well done, man. Well done.
So on 2d10, I rolled 2.
Nice.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
See,
We
never
can't hear though.
Never does it. Fine.
But it's alright, I'm looking at the video so I can see it.
Wow.
Though I haven't put all your damage down, there's the current damage I remembered to add on there.
Yeah. So it's
So-
a total of 2, was it?
Yeah, total of 2 damage.
And what was the spell?
Sound burst.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So you just had a big whiny scream and did nothing.
Very much so.
Well, was deafening scream.
Yeah, true.
But he was able to drop it right between the two of you so he could get both of you at the same time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, for his next act of funkiness, he tries to do a trip attack on Nexa. Okay, so hits armor class 26.
Yeah, easy.
But not a critical.
Okay. Just checking to make sure I get everything right. Okay, so he basically knocks you prone.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't really affect you as much. But I thought I'd give it a try and see how it turned out.
No damage though?
No damage when you knock someone prone.
Okay.
So is that a weapon attack of some sort, or
That was a weapon attack, yes.
that was basically their spiked rope, was it? And it just
It
tipped
is.
you over.
He just uses the trip instead of damage.
Yep.
Now it is Balath's go. I believe the thing was move 5
Alright.
or do damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm still here. Fantastic. So yeah, it will move directly to old mate.
Yep.
Did you say that he was in a doorway?
At the
Or
top
just
of the
on a
stairwell. There. You can't see the guy in the doorway. You can see he moved to the top of the stairwell.
Yeah, so I can still see the magic is there, though, yeah?
You can, yes.
Alright, so the flaming spear is going to go directly in front of him in both he's going to go in this square in an attempt to not only block his view, but also burn the shit out.
Okay. It has
So if he could once again make a save, DC 19,
DC 19. He makes the save.
no damage.
No damage?
Basic
So,
basic
my
reflex
understanding-
save. He takes half damage. If he got a critical success, it would be no damage.
No, it's my understanding that the reflex save as the thing moves is reflex to none.
It uses the word.
Still a 3d6, and each creature in the square must attempt a basic reflex
Yeah,
save.
so give me a moment there, Jeremy. It uses the word basic for the saving throw, and every time the word basic is used in saving throw, a success on their roll means half damage, and a critical success is no damage.
Although, Martin, sorry,
Yeah, no.
next paragraph goes on as a one-sentence paragraph. Creatures that succeed at their save take no damage instead of half. So
I missed
obviously
that
it's an
part.
unusual basic.
It is an unusual basic, so David was correct.
There we go.
David? Good to hear. I said you were wrong.
It's amusing that they're
Yeah, no,
crossing
I
terminologies.
would have rather it be wrong, but it's because the flame sphere comes towards you, and it's probably not that quick, so it's like, and if you can avoid it, you can avoid it.
Yeah.
All good. That's the end of my turn.
Yep. No, that's only one action. You have 2 actions left.
Yeah, that makes you sustain.
But I can't actually. I can't. Can I cast another spell?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't even realise that. Just give me 2 seconds. My apologies.
Does it have to not be another sustain spell?
No,
Or can you sustain multiple spells?
He can sustain multiple spells as long as he's got the actions to sustain them on the next round.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just doing a couple of things at the moment.
All good.
So I can still see that guy. How far away is he?
He is. I will put him 20 feet from you.
Not a problem. Fella looks to him, points his finger, and screams at him, "Flee!" If he could make a will save DC 19, please.
Versus fear.
Correct.
Okay. His will saving throw was 18. He failed by 1.
Okay, so Valia, the target is frightened too.
Okay. Looking at my frightened card, so it's easy to do. It does make his life
This
a lot
guy's
harder.
really pissed Valat off.
Well, he's managed to successfully do spellcasting against the party, which hasn't happened very often so far.
Yeah, but he made Valat blind.
And therefore,
He doesn't care about the other stuff.
That's right. And because he was blind, he missed Sparky's acrobatic maneuver and the dropping of the pants. Unfortunately, he got to see the result of the dropping of the pants, which made it even worse.
Sparky, you're up.
Yeah, see, like, not even, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but not even, just to give you an idea, he's pissed off because he lost a sense. Like, he lost his sense of sight. The fact that he had to miss Sparky losing the pants is annoying, but having a sense removed infuriated him.
Yeah, and you didn't
Sorry,
volunteer
Cal.
for it.
Okay.
I also wonder
Exactly
if
right.
wolf butts are as hairy as their faces.
No, my hair's all burnt off my ass right at the moment for this flaming spear. So I'll just put it out. I was going to say that before. So, as I
Yeah,
can't do...
Melith also runs a beauty salon as well.
Yeah. Now, is Bellath blocking the door into that room?
Probably not.
No.
But you can move through friends anyway.
Yeah, I'm moving through around the corner aside of everyone.
Running into that room.
Around the room. As I go past, big bat upstairs. That'll what you says? Can I use it as a free action or not?
Sure.
Yeah. And then I'll raise the shield in the corner.
Well, it takes all your actions to run into the room because it's that far for
Okay.
you.
But I'm going to get out of view.
You're out of
And
view.
go, big bat in the corner. Up the stairs. So big bat up the stairs.
Okay, the Burning Mage spends an action to move down the stairs.
This, no, that would mean he's moving out of the, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just going to see if he can use his action in combat.
What does Fright 2 do to him?
Frighten 2 lowers his DCs.
Cool.
which makes it easier for you to survive his spells. So he's now throwing his biggest spell at you. Please give me a will save.
Sure. I'm
Bella.
going to take will save.
The amusing thing is, this was better used on someone else, but you scared him, so he's throwing it at you. Natural 20 or a natural 1?
Natural 20 for a total of 30.
Okay. Okay, so for a total of 30, you make it you upgrade. It's 30 upgraded.
Yeah.
So if it hadn't been upgraded, it wouldn't have been considered a critical success. So you realise he tried to alter your memory, erasing the knowledge of your enemies and the spell and your friends. He actually cast Modify Memory on you. He was basically going to make your friend your enemy.
Okay.
Yeah, that could have had an interesting effect if it's still a game right now, because it's not like it's friends are entirely friendly.
Can I have a very cheeky, brief verbal reaction?
You can. So what would your cheeky verbal reaction be?
So Bellas just, in his most diabolical laughter, just laughs back at him and says, "Pathetic."
Well, he failed. And then it is Cordar's go.
I'm sorry, I'm just losing reception. It's really frustrating.
That's okay.
Hey, he cast a 4th level spell at you and you pulled the rabbit out of the hat and managed to successfully not attack the party.
Like I said, if he hadn't modified the memories to swap friends and enemies, that wouldn't necessarily have made him attack the party. Is it Cordar's go, you said?
Yeah, it is Cordar's go. Spellcaster's not too far away from you.
Yeah, and the other Dero's looking quite injured at the moment.
He is, yes.
And Nexa acts before the other Dero, doesn't she?
She does. And the other Darrow's on the other side of you from the
That's right.
spellcaster.
I'll have to go around Nexa to get to it. Yeah. And the other spellcaster, he moved out of the flame to the top of the stairs now, isn't he? He moved to the bottom of the stairs, something actually?
He has, yes. Trying to get away from the burning.
Yep. I will make a move action to get in front of him at the bottom of the stairs,
Yep.
aiming to help stop him actually moving around away from the bottom of the stairs, for when the flame might come down on him. And I will take a swing. 16, AC 28.
AC 28. That's a hit, not a crit. Unfortunately, Frighten doesn't reduce his AC.
No. For 6 points of magical slashing and 5 points for electrical.
Okay, he takes that. You have 1 action left.
And yeah, we'll go for another attack.
Okay.
12, 24, AC 19.
AC 19 is a miss.
Okay.
Next up, you're on the ground. What would Nexa like to do?
Hold on, I'm just filling my ice tray. 2 seconds. So is it an action to get up off the ground?
It is.
Alright, so I get up off the ground.
Luckily, he doesn't have an attack of opportunity, so he can't attack you.
Excellent. And then I'll smack the bastard with my axe.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
So, how much did that get you in total?
That'll be 11.
Yeah.
An 11 with a 1. Yeah, that's definitely a critical fumble. I might just have to pull out the critical fumble deck.
Oh shit. Like, as much as I enjoy the critical fumble deck, I prefer when it's for other people.
I know, it's always funny.
You could always try and reroll, maybe.
Do we have rerolls left?
She could. Or would you like to see what happens? How bad could it be?
Your pants will just fall down.
I'm trying to judge based on your face.
Considering the current state of the party, it could be pretty bad.
Okay, alright. Well, if everyone's happy for me to take a reroll, I'll reroll.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was actually not that bad, so if you did happen to get another critical fail, that would be funny.
Okay. 19.
Okay, 29.
29. So yes, you turn what was going to be a miss into a critical hit.
Well, a critical miss into a critical hit.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your 2d12.
Double it.
Roll 2d12, add 4.
Sorry, I'm
double
running
it.
back to the room with the dice.
All good.
I've got Dave's instructions in case he breaks up.
A 3 and an 11.
Okay, 14. Doubled is 28, plus 4 is 32. Oh, hang on, no, sorry, that would Pathfinder here, so it'll be 14, 18, 36.
Double. It's down, yes. You cut that person down with that swing.
Yeah.
And you've got one action left.
Are there any other enemies left nearby?
Yes, on the other side of Corda. Unfortunately, you can't reach them with your axe, but you can boast about your kill.
And technically, Sparky also mentioned there's a giant bat up the stairs as well. Like, there's a dare at the bottom of the stairs, and there's a giant bat at the top of the stairs.
Alright, so my verbal comment is I split that guy in two like I split your mum in two.
So much hatred there. I just feel,
Well,
and I'm not even in that character anymore. I feel so much hatred.
Bella laughs maniacally as he hears that.
to be fair,
Sparky has no idea what you're talking about. So yeah.
to be fair, if a half-orc was working on the mother of a Gero, probably did split her in two.
Exactly.
Good chance.
Can I get
You can move up
like,
to
close
give.
enough to hit them on my next move?
You can move up so you're next to them. Yes.
Yeah, alright, I'll do that.
Okay. Next person up is Bella.
Okay, it's alright, I'm here.
Cool.
So the sphere will follow that guy again.
Okay.
Another reflex.
He gets a critical success.
Cool.
No damage.
And-
No damage.
Doesn't at all. And he'll also cast a Divine Lance at him.
Divine Lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
What alignment do
he
you
gets
choose?
21 to hit. Sorry?
What alignment do you use?
Chaos.
He casts it down here.
Okay. So you hit
Okay, hang on 2 secs.
just because he's still fearful. And
Fantastic. I'm happy with
actually,
that.
actually, fear doesn't reduce his thing. So no, actually, you miss because fearful doesn't decrease his armor class.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was the difference between hitting and missing was 1 point.
Yeah, no, that's not a problem at all. And Bella continues to maniacally taunt him, saying, flee from the fire.
Hmm. Okay. Then it is Sparky's go.
Shit. So, I just say, "Is he dead yet?" And I raise my shield.
We have moved away from your pants.
Yeah, but I'm not moving out there till he's dead.
Okay, he touches Nexa. Nexa gets to make a will saving throw.
Can't be. Alright, I rolled a 14 plus the will. 21.
21. Okay, so you are stupefied too. You get a -2 on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks, DCs, will saves, spell attack rolls, skill checks that use those ability scores.
Okay.
That'll make a big difference to Nexa.
Yeah.
In combat.
Well, if he then could get off another spell on Nexa, it would do better.
Reduces the save, yes.
And it calls out a command in Darrow. Okay, I just got to get the bat out now.
It's just a small bat, isn't it? I'm sure it wasn't that big. I swear it wasn't that big.
Problem is finding them in the book.
If anybody has any sort of deafening abilities, and you're not deaf yourself, that might help.
Next, they could just scream.
What have I got? No, can't use that, can't use that. Can't use any weapons. I can't. No.
Okay, so a giant bat lands next to Nexa and attacks her. So it hits armor class 18, which I believe your armor class was.
Yeah.
Dealing 15 points of slashing damage. And then it strikes at you with one of its wings. Apparently, just missing you. AC 10.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Because it's agile. But that's its go.
Next, one wants to headbutt it.
Cordar is now up.
Okay. I will take a swing with my sparking sword against the wizard in the fire.
Yep. He's really running out of useful spells.
AC 16, 28.
28 is a hit.
Five points of magical slashing and 1 point of sparking.
You did hit him.
I like your 2d10 with my d4, d6 and d8. I mean, it's 2 ones. I will then attempt another swing at him. AC 21.
21
Just a miss, isn't it?
is a miss, yes.
Yeah. And I will raise my shield.
Okay. Then it is Nexus go. Do you want to go for the bat or the dwarf?
Oh, not for food.
Your mouth is full of food. I picked a perfect time then.
Yeah, no, not Pinwheel.
No, Mark. No.
Because Pinwheel had a comment there. Pinwheel's not here, so Pinwheel can't hear the comment. So Sparky has no idea what he's going to say.
Oh, don't worry, Bella has tons of comments, but it's fine.
It's kind of like, because Cordar and Nexa wouldn't hear him anyway because we're both deaf.
Yep.
That's exactly right. Alright, I'm gonna
Though technically you're-
because the back pisses me off.
Yeah, your hearing is gone for the rest of the combat. It comes
Yeah.
back after a minute.
Okay, happy with that.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the bat with my axe, even though I really want to headbutt it, but I'll go for the axe.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20. That is
That's
useful.
pretty good. So 30 upgraded.
That is a critical hit with a
Advantage.
card critical,
Yes.
So
which
just
may come in handy.
slashing battle axe plus 1, I think. Remember. Oh, two-handed axe. Great axe.
Okay. Slashing damage. Okay, so apparently you do an ugly wound messing its face up.
Oh,
Back,
giant
so-
back. That'll make a difference. So, roll your 2d12.
So it doesn't add anything to your actual damage, it just gives it an ugly wound. Something which you'd be proud to wear yourself.
So you're not going to get double damage.
No, it still gets a double damage.
Oh, she does. Right.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I rolled 18 total.
Plus your 4 strength makes 22, double to 44.
Which is actually quite amusing because if you didn't happen to take the bat out in a single swing, then it actually got a reaction that allowed it to attack you multiple times. But you pretty much clubbed it down in a single go.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
So, big bat dead.
Yep. As you seem to have cut it in two.
And then you've still got 2 actions left, so you could go for the wizard again.
Where's the wizard?
Right beside you.
As well.
Oh, I thought he was up on the balcony thing.
No, he came down because he was running away from the flaming sphere.
Yeah, right.
He's actually in the flaming sphere right now.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, alright, well, yeah, I'll have a swing on the wizard then.
Okay.
And not Balath.
Yeah, not a wizard.
Rolled a 15, so plus, is it still plus 10 or is it a...
Plus, no, plus
No, it's a different, plus 6.
Plus
because
6,
it's
yes.
momentum.
21, so just miss.
So yeah, 21.
21. You don't have flanking, so unfortunately you don't manage to hit him.
Yeah.
Because he's basically back to a wall on a staircase.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me then.
Okay. I forgot he actually had an extra effect. I will try that next round. Okay, so it is Balath's go.
Yep, so Balath screams out, may the fire consume you. And once again, obviously, the fire follows him.
And he manages to dodge out of the way again.
That's fine, and we're going to cast Produce Flame.
He's a crafty old bugger.
We're going to roll an attack roll. We're not going to use a D4.
If you get hit with the D4, I'll
That's
be
not-
impressed.
That would be funny.
So will I. 22 to hit.
That is the target number needed.
We keep getting
Right.
21, so...
Let's go back to that very useful die of D4.
So that will be
2 fire damage.
2d4 fire damage.
Oh, 2d4.
Yes, because you are you can cast level 2 spells.
Cool. 4 damage in total.
Okay. Now it is Sparky's go. You've got your shield ready.
I look going, I need my pants. I think I've got my bum's not as warm anymore. I need something to cover the bum. So I'll go out, with my pants.
You've got Balath just screaming maniacal hatred of this guy next to you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go find my pants, and how far is my pants away from...
It takes you 1 move to get to your pants, 1 move to pull your pants up,
Yeah.
and 1 move to run back.
I'll put my pants up. How far away from the guy at the moment?
Well, you want to run up to the guy?
No, I just want to know distance-wise, that's all.
Probably about 40 feet from where you are.
Just raise the shot. No.
Just raise the shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! Martin, sorry, I forgot to do something. Can I do the thing?
What was that?
It just wants to look at the imp and say, "Bring me an eye."
Okay. The imp cackles and takes off towards one of the dwarves of the room.
I was going to say,
Yeah. Would it? No. Would it? Okay, you did that
Worst
before.
situation is Sparky's brown eyes out still.
I was thinking that myself, but I didn't want to say it. But
Now, if we could bring that, that would be a big effort.
that's right. I've raised my shield, so I'm going to be safe. Sure.
Okay. So, Baleth gets to make a will save as he tries to do a stare down.
Is that a manipulate action?
It is a concentrate, incapacitation, mental, visual action.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay. You are dazed for 1 round.
What does days do?
Well, I think it's effectively nothing, like no actions.
Loss of concentration.
We'll check it before you start, before your turn anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And then he tries to... What's he got left? He is running out of... get himself out of safety spells. He casts a spell... Only able to get Cordar in this one.
Uh-huh.
But he does have to manipulate keyword in it because it is semantic.
Well, in which case then I will use a opportunity attack.
Yep.
Or attack of opportunity if you can. 17 AC 29.
That hits him.
For 11 points of spatial slashing and 4 points of electrical.
Okay, he seems to take that pretty badly. I think that may actually interrupt the spell. Let me just look at...
No, attack of opportunity itself, I mean, I don't know if the damage caused problem for it, but attack of opportunity itself is, on a critical hit, it can disrupt manipulate actions.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know whether casting a spell has any effect on like, how much damage it takes.
It wasn't a critical hit. That was why I was going to look it
No,
up.
okay, it wasn't a critical though, so.
Okay, then his spell then goes off. Yep.
Sorry, I'll wait.
What did you want to say, David?
Was the actual effect dazed or was it dazzled?
I was going to ask that question, yeah.
It was...
There is no dazed as far as I can tell.
No.
Dazzled for 1 round. Target is dazzled for 1 round. That's the actual wording.
So
Okay.
again, he's trying to steal a sense from you.
So he throws darkness out from his fingertips through Cordar.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to now make a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude save, 15.
Not the best person to do it on, but... okay, so that actually was a failure.
Okay.
By 1 whole point.
I'm getting that a few times tonight.
Okay. Almost minimum damage, so you're doing well on that one. He does 3 negative damage.
Yeah.
And 1 persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
So the persistent bleed doesn't happen until the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's the best he could do on that one, and that's his actions done. And it is now Cordar's go. You take the 1 bleed.
At the start of my turn?
I believe it's at the start of your turn you take the damage.
Okay. I mean, probably wouldn't matter much because I'm probably not going to do anything about it immediately anyway, so whether it's at the start or the end, I'll take it now. I will take a swing at him.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
So that's 32.
And would you like a card? Would you like a card with that?
Might as well. See what it looks like.
Okay, your card crit for tonight. What sort of a damage type is it?
Slashing damage.
Slashing damage. Okay. Apparently, you have partly blinded him to make it harder for him to see on his perception and ranged attack rolls until healed. So, normal crit damage.
Okay.
Plus perception penalties.
Hopefully I'll make it harder for you to see by the fact you're dead. 6 plus 4 is 10 points of magical slashing damage. Does the electrical also get double?
I will say yes at this stage.
Okay, so 20 slashing and 4 electrical.
So 24 damage. I just got to check his. So I managed to drop the book while I was running things.
Hopefully you didn't damage the book.
No, I just dropped it in my hands. I just have to look at see what number I was up to.
Mark's the only kind of player who drops books.
Okay, he goes down.
He goes down.
So you've managed to take out all the attackers.
Okay.
And then you get to make.
Dazzle last for.
The dazzle only lasts until I think it's the end of your turn. Let me have a look at it, Croc.
My second action, Martin.
Yep.
I'm going to use. Now, a bleed effect is any healing will end the bleed. So if I do battle medicine on myself, will end the bleed.
I believe it will, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so if potentially get into combat, but I'm not 100% of that right now, so I will use my second action for battle medicine on myself.
Yep.
And 13 on the die, which I think gives me at least the 15 I need.
It should.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I got at least plus 2. Medicine plus 5, yep. For a whole 6 points healed, just straight to the 8, isn't it?
Well, I'm looking it up now, but I believe it is just straight 2d8. You do for healing.
The important thing for me is the fact that yes, I will stop that bleeding.
Actually, you wanted to administer first aid as a double action.
Oh, okay.
So, treat wounds will heal you but not remove status effects.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then yeah, definitely go for the. I'll take 2 actions and pack myself up.
Okay.
And I will.
What
stay
did,
on.
with your trying to attempt to stop the bleeding, you did not successfully stop the bleeding.
Oh, okay. We've got it at a high DC. Yep.
The DC is the effect that causes it.
Yep.
And you also get to make a flat check at the end of your turn to see if the bleeding stops normally. Which is actually easier than trying to stop it any other way.
In this case, yes. Flat check of 12.
Flat check of 12, so you still bleeding.
You got a flat check 10?
No, it's generally...
Oh, no, sorry, flat check just means there's no modifier, but...
Most persistent effects have a DC of 15.
Right.
On a flat check, though goblins can increase fire DCs to a DC of 20 on a flat check. Which means you've got to roll a natural 20 to put out the fire. So yes.
Goblins great at lighting fires, not so good at putting them out.
So now it is Nex's go, and you see Cordar's trying to stop bleeding on him that the Dark Dwarf had caused. I can show you how difficult it can be when the DC is actually far harder to hit than the passive ending of it.
Well, Nexa doesn't have, like, a lot of healing ability. He could, like, heat up his axe and cauterize it, but that's about it.
Might take a while to heat up the axe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cordo would probably be happy with you just being on the lookout to make certain there's no other threat to him at the moment.
Yeah. Nexa
Okay.
will just look around.
You have that look around. Balath is now up.
Balath is... Alright, so does Balath... Being as though Balath is essentially blind right now, Does you know what? Can I get you to have a look at Dazzled and see what your interpretation of it is?
It just means you've got everything becomes concealed.
So everything is blurry.
Yeah, because sight is your primary.
This could be bad.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for a roleplay interpretation, not a game sense.
So, but basically everything is blurry in front of you, but you can make out targets and affect them. Though, if you roll a d20 and you're trying to touch something, if you get 5 or less than 1 to 4, you miss.
So Belath would now realise that all of the enemies are dead.
Yep. And there is a crow that lands on your shoulder, dropping an eye in your hand.
Fantastic, that'll go in the pocket.
And Sparky screaming.
Hey, don't give him suggestions. He didn't say that. Don't encourage him.
Belath will walk to the naval, walk past Corner, completely ignoring his pain. Go to the maze and cut off an ear.
Okay. You have a dwarven ear in your possession.
Cool. Then he'll go back and walk towards Border as his vision slowly improves.
Okay.
So what was that? That was Bella's interpretation. Rather than an eye for an eye, he's gone for an eye for an ear?
Exactly
Ear for an eye?
An ear for an eye.
Yeah. But he
Even
took 2
though
eyes
he
from
got
it.
another eye anyway. Yeah. Eye, Captain Bird's eye.
And amusingly, no matter what you say to Cordar can't hear you.
That's right.
Cool.
So, it is now Sparky's go with Belath collecting himself an ear.
How far was Cordo away from me?
About 20 to 30 feet.
If we say 20,
Yep.
can I
You move over and try to do
First
administer
aid?
first aid? Sure.
If it was more than that, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm shooting.
Let's see how good you are at administering first aid.
Take Cordo. 13.
13 total.
Got +7.
So, a critical fail.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Apparently, the dwarf is trying to make it worse for you, and has increased your bleed by 1. So Cordar is now going to bleed of 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Well, normally that's what happens when you.
Oh no, it's mine. It's fine. I probably got the highest medicine out of everyone at the moment, so I was like,
No, you don't.
how much you got?
7.
7 too. Yeah.
And Cordar takes 2 damage from his bleed.
Certainly looking very significantly wounded.
So does he choose to use his 2 actions to try to stop it again?
Nah, he'll go for battle medicine on himself to actually try and give himself some hit points to let the bleed stop naturally.
Technically, you can do both.
Well, we'll go to battle medicine first anyway.
Yep.
And not succeed.
So does he then try to stop the bleed?
Having just had it opened more by someone who was presumably well-meaning.
Could have used
Cornell will
right here.
basically push him off and say, don't worry about it. He'll just wrap a bandage around it, but not actually effectively try and do any... he'll wrap a bandage to help enhance natural clotting.
Okay, so flat check for Cordar.
19.
And apparently that natural clotting seems to kick right in.
So that was enough to stop it?
It was enough to stop it. You only had to succeed once.
Yeah.
And now that wolf, you now go out of initiative
Now,
and get to have a breather.
I'm doing a count of all the dwarves. There's 4 dwarves we've killed so far.
Yeah. And there was supposed to be 3 here.
Cordar's looking around for Captain Brass.
He's in a doorway looking in and going, I don't think you need my help.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Bella,
Because he couldn't hear Captain Grass say, I don't think you needed it, so, but Cordo calls out, bit sarcastically, thanks for the help.
He gives you a thumbs up and seems to smile in your direction, not picking up your sarcasm. And heads off.
Ballath grabs Corda by the shirt and gestures for him to sit down. Sorry, no, Ballath doesn't know that you're deaf yet, so Ballath says sit down to him.
And apparently, Cordar's ignoring Ballath completely. As is Nexa.
He's looking around for further threats, having made a comment to... A very loud comment to Captain Grass, because obviously he was trying to talk loudly enough to hear himself.
Well, Ballath grabs him by the shirt and then makes eye contact with him and says, sit down. He doesn't make any gestures to sit down yet.
Alright?
Well,
alright. Now Ballath rolls his eyes, points down, and very slowly mouths and says, sit down.
Down?
Sit down. And points down.
Cordo will take a knee.
Okay.
He's gone on one knee before you. He's about to propose.
Chuckling at the thought, Ballath then spends some time to do the regular 10-minute medicine check to heal.
Okay.
while that's happening,
And he also slaps away Cordar's attempts to try and help him.
I'm just going to go search the two fighters, or the two guys in the middle that we attacked.
One of them's missing their eye.
Victor's away.
I'm sure he'll be online shortly.
Yep.
21 on the medicine check.
Okay, so roll 2d8, and that's how much you restore of your friend.
Jeremy, you're up. Roll that for me, please.
So anyway, I'll go search those. And I'll find anything interesting on the middle.
13, thank you very much.
Well, the most interesting thing on the first one you see is it's missing an eye.
I've seen this before, haven't I?
Yep, normally on kids though.
Yeah, I ignore that because I'm not in the mood to discuss those sort of things now. So I'm sort of anything else on these people.
One of them has a wand.
A wand, okay.
Yep, made out of bone. Looks like dwarven bone. Dwarven finger bone. All of them joined together to make a wand.
Sorry to interrupt. Was I chasing the eyes of children or just eyes?
Eyes of children. But hey, glowing eyes that are blue are just things you can hang on your around your neck if you wish to.
Yeah.
Besides, is there really a difference between eyes of children and eyes of short people?
They're all the same.
How much hatred is these things? How much hatred of these things in from a dwarf kind of thing?
It's not hatred, it's fear. These are your horror stories.
The boogeyman.
These are the things that you're told you will either be taken by or turned into if you fuck up.
So, them having something like this, would that be an insult to me? Like the one being the dwarf?
It's the sort of things you expect to be on the creature of your nightmares.
That's what I'm just trying to get to.
So imagine the thing you're most fearful of in your life now. These are that to your character.
It was nudeness and nudity, but I think I've covered that recently. So, okay, I'll pick up. I'm looking for any sort of paper or anything on there that might. Because I thought there was only 3 down here, we were told, and then we see 4, and I'm a bit concerned.
Well, people don't always know the exact details.
I'm just thought I'm looking for any bit of paper that might be on them at all, or anything like that.
Okay. Looking through them. The other one also has a potion of the sort.
Okay.
You're not really sure what the potion is?
That's all right. I'm just going to put a question mark next to it.
It does have a rune on there.
A rune, yeah.
Dwarven rune.
A dwarf.
But it's sort of you got to clean it off to be able to read it properly. So
now this is the 2 people in the middle that we hit. I haven't gone over to
the spellcaster.
Okay. So I walk over and both
of the people on the ground are each missing an eye.
Yeah, I'm not caring about that anymore. I think that's just a common thing for this party, so I don't think it's any different.
Seeing if Victor's actually online.
What is he texting?
He's texting, but he's not online.
Oh, he hit me up.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Balath now has 2 crows, each with a blue glowing eye.
Yeah, Bella's busy for 10 minutes anyway.
They're happy to wait.
I'm going to say, presumably during that 10 minutes, Cordo and Nexa get the healing back and Bella's vision clears.
Yeah, see, his vision cleared after a round, and you get your healing back before he finishes his healing on you.
Yep. So, okay, well, Cordo, as I said, he was aiming to take a knee during the healing, but he was certainly aiming to stay alert and watching out for anything else that might be coming around.
You may notice that poor Sparky looks like she's been hit by a rogue cart or something like that. But I'll walk over to Belath and hand the wand and the potion and says, "You know about this stuff." And I said,
While he's doing it, Bella says, "Yes, put it over there and then sit down. I'll put you in a second."
Because it takes him 10 minutes to do the healing, and you can loot the bodies in less than 10 minutes.
But I can heal myself, but I've had battle medicine. Can I heal myself now?
It would take 10 minutes to do a normal healing.
Yeah, because I'm nothing else to do.
If you start healing yourself, Bella will slap your hands away and tell you to sit down and wait.
Wait your turn.
It doesn't actually stop you healing yourself if you wanted to.
No, I'm still going to
Oh, no.
I'm still going to heal myself.
Okay, so so Ballas also doing Nexa.
I mean, that's a bit of a personal question.
That's between you and Nexa, but are you healing Nexa as well as doing Nexa?
Yeah, so if anybody needs any healing, Bella will attend to it.
22 for me, that's 2d8.
2d8, yeah.
And that's 12 points for Spark. I keep saying better team.
Next, 23 on a heal check.
23 is a heal, so how much do you heal for Nexa? Mark's rolling.
Next, if you could roll it for yourself, please. Oh, sorry, whatever.
I did roll a 7, so.
2d8.
Yep.
He did roll 2d8.
Oh, okay, right, sorry. I think you rolled A7. Basically, once Bella's finished with Cordar will be up and, again, walking around. He probably encouraged that the healing be taken back into the side room that we were in before, just as a way that there's certainly no multiple entrances or exits.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And while he's doing that, could our little dwarf Sparky gave a fortitude save?
Fortitude save.
Yep.
That's a 9.
That's a 9? Okay. No, actually I have to look something up. Okay, so, you are sickened 1 and slowed 1.
Why?
You don't know. You are sickened 1 and slowed 1.
So while Cordar's standing at the doorway to the room where they're doing the healing, watching out to Kibrock, he'll have a word over his shoulder to Sparky when she's finished healing herself, like doing quick pieces, and saying, "So, do you accept that the sword is not actually valuable to you now?"
She looks quite sick.
Cordar's not actually looking at her in that case because he's keeping his attention outside.
I'm dry reaching. I'm taking any notice of you, Cordar.
Balath gets a 15 on perception to notice whether she's sick or not.
Yeah, I'm dry reaching. So.
Yeah, that doesn't immediately attract his attention. Would a 15 help him spot the medical issue?
That's right. You got to remember, Mark, we were all dry reaching too, but that had nothing to do with being chicken.
I knew this was going to come back in there.
We just had to see a bare ass dwarf.
You burnt the hairs off my ass, by the way. Just saying.
No, that was our other spellcasting friend.
Yeah, and I'll send you the bill for that later.
Luna got you from behind.
Hey, man, will you just reword the words how you say it? Especially when Victor says he's just getting online now. So yeah.
Phrasing. So
I can't help
did
it.
Bella notice the sick dwarf?
Yes, you did notice a sick dwarf. The dwarf does appear to indeed be sickened.
Bella shakes his head, walks over to the dwarf, and says, "Next time, just let me do the healing. Now sit down and let me look at you."
I just kind of semi-collapse on the floor.
Can Bella
Give me a medicine roll.
make a medicine? I will, in fact, give you a medicine roll.
If he rolls a 1, I'll be very hilarious.
And
Just looking up the skill properly so I can refer to it.
I don't want to roll since that's a 5. That's pretty nice. 23.
23, I think.
Okay, looking at him, you can tell that he is currently diseased.
Yeah, but what's wrong with you?
You have a disease.
Known as filth fever.
And I'm not talking about being a dwarf either.
And he's currently in stage 3, with stage 4 being unconsciousness and stage 5 being death. The carrying creature diseased you.
Carrying creature?
Yeah, the one you killed last session.
Okay. Bella goes back to that potion and tries to identify it.
I gave you enough to identify the what it was.
Yeah.
But you have to wait a day to help treat it at the next save.
Okay, so that potion that was found.
The one I found.
Which one? Oh, you want to identify the potion? It has a dwarven rune on there. Can you read dwarven?
No. Bella takes it back to Sparky and says, "Quickly, tell me what this says. What is?"
I'll read it.
Okay. You clean off it or just read it as it is.
Do I see that's not full, like when I look at it now, it's like...
Well, I told you it had some stuff over the word, and you basically handed it over without doing anything. I asked if you wanted to clean it then as well.
No, that's right. I'll worry of what you said when that. I didn't want to do anything. If I see that I need to look, it's got some dirt on it, I'll probably wipe the dirt off of it.
Okay. Yep.
And what is the full rune say?
The rune is about being lucky.
You might like this one, Bella. It says about being lucky.
Oh, that's not useful. We can talk about that later. I'm sure it'll do what I can already do.
Does Bella know enough about filth fever to understand when or how long it might take for Sparky to fall unconscious?
Where it happened till a day has passed for to go into stage 4.
Right. So we have got some time up our sleeve at the moment, but obviously Sparky about as useful as she was before the fight started anyway.
So now Sparky has one less action and has -1 to all your checks DCs.
I take it the disease can't be heal checked away.
A treat disease will give a bonus on the saving throw, but that's it. You have to make the saving throws.
Okay. Cool.
But it's probably something that...
That's okay. Well, I'll do treat disease then, obviously.
Unfortunately, you have to wait till a day has passed to
That's
do it
right.
around the time that the check will be made.
That's fair. So one
Okay, yeah. So as soon as it's feasible, then he'll use treat disease.
we get back to Magnemar. So.
Yeah.
Is Captain Brass still around?
No, he headed off.
Headed off after giving the thumbs up at the thanks for his help.
Yeah, because you thanked him quite loudly.
Yep. So, what exits are there from this room other than the one we came in and the room what exits are there from the main common room aside from the one we came in and the room that we're currently actually resting up in?
Besides the room that you went into with the dead bodies on the table, there is the stairs going up into another area with the balcony. There are the 2 doors heading off. And I was also going to
try up the balcony first of all.
And I was going to ask Belath to make a perception roll.
Okay.
Yes. Oh wow! For a total of 27.
Okay, so when you hear that people discussing the exits, are you wondering why they're not discussing another exit you see?
Bella watches them for another sort of 10 or 15 seconds to see what's going on in there. Looks away from Sparky for a brief moment and says, "What about the other exit?" And it goes back to Sparky.
What exit? I'm not feeling too good.
The other exit, right there. He points.
He's pointing at a blank wall.
Shut up and let me work.
Blank wall? I slowly get up, walk over the blank.
You're being worked on by...
Bella sits you back down again.
But I could do stuff.
Order.
Shut up.
Because let's face it, it's not like you've done anything in this room so far.
Look, I'm not taking...
Order! You shut up too. Don't look at that other door that you can't see for some stupid reason. That one right there. Go do something useful.
Cordar's going to go upstairs and look at the door that the wizard came out
I'm
of.
so tempted to go.
Okay.
I'm so tempted to do stuff around with that.
So yes.
Is Cordar going to the door that Belath was pointing out?
Nope, he is going upstairs.
He casts prestidigitation and points an arrow towards the door that that these other idiots can't see. Go look at that door.
Okay.
I'll get to it.
And push me.
Alright, he'll move the prestidigitation mark to the door and go back to work.
Okay.
Cordar says back, yes, I'll get to it, but I figured I'll look at the room where apparently the duo have come out of first of all.
Try not to get killed or poisoned or diseased.
It's on my list.
Okay, so looking in the room upstairs, you see that appears to be a bedroom and torture chamber at the same time. We have torture equipment attached to the bed.
Belath feels some sort of strange pulling towards a place that he should be, but goes back to work.
Is there anyone actually in the room? How big is this room?
The room itself is about 20 foot by 30 foot, with a corridor heading further in, where you can see what appears to be cells, like slave pens.
Okay, but you can't hear or see anyone actually in there at the moment?
Not from here, but there is a chest next to the bed.
Yep, he'll go into the room, like the bedroom torture chamber, confirm there's no one there, and then if he's seeing down that there might be cells just down the corridor, he will check those cells out.
Do you need a hand, Cordar?
Okay, having a look in there, you see there are about 3 badly mangled people in here. They're currently unconscious, but still breathing.
Okay. I will check the doors to see if you can open them from this side, and if they're locked and can't open them, we'll have a look around to see if there's any evidence of keys or anything like that.
They are locked.
But they're locked with a key as opposed to locked with a bar across or anything
Locked
like
with a key, yes.
And is there a set of jailer's keys hanging on a hook or something?
Not here, but there might have been on the wizard. No one checked the wizard.
Okay. He'll go back and have a look in the bedroom torture chamber first of all. And
okay. Do you lift the lid on the chest?
Well, that's not a baited question.
He'll use a sword to just so you can be standing away from it and try and raise the reed from the side.
But you could track mastery and you're still not using it.
Yep. And yes, you lift the lid on the chest. You can
Okay,
see
no worries.
inside that there is 10 vials, each with strangely coloured liquid in it.
Okay,
Oh, right.
but not some keys.
And underneath the vials appears to be some sort of bags.
Okay, I will have a look at the bag to see if there's keys.
Okay, pulling out one of the bags, it's got a strange smelling powder in it.
Okay, I will just carefully put it back in the chest
It's
again.
drugs.
Oh yes, it is completely drugs.
And take a look around the room to see if there's any other spots where
Some
the keys
idea
might
of
be.
all the various things.
Give me a perception roll as you look for hidey holes.
A whole 11.
Okay, so you find stuff that reminds you of the Godsmouth ossuary underneath Kar Magar, and that room that Pimwinkle seemed to spend a lot of time taking notes in.
Yes, okay. He'll head back out to the main room and call out to, well, probably next to most of all, because he's probably one standing around, whereas Sparky and Belleth are in the other room. But basically call out and say, there appears to be some prisoners here, but they're locked in the cabinet thing. Has anyone found any kind of keys or anything like that?
I can help out.
Shut up!
And I get slapped back down. But I can do stuff with.
I have work to do and you're impeding it. Stop!
And then Cordar will go and have another look at there was another obvious door passage, wasn't there?
Yes, it ends in the pens, and then you want to look in the other area.
Yeah.
So you want to go downstairs for that?
Sounds ominous.
So basically, the bedroom had a passageway off to the end that went to the cells, and the cells was the end of that area. And you had to look at those.
I'll come back out of the cells in the bedroom, back into the common room area,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was that was looking up the balcony.
Yep.
But there was another passage or door that we haven't looked at yet.
Yep.
Aside from the prestidigitation one.
Besides that, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Corner will go and go up. Is it a door? Is it a passage? Is it
It is a open door.
an open door? Okay. Yeah. He'll have a look through the open door.
And it smells like an abattoir in here.
Mm-hmm. And so what can he see? Obviously, you can see, it smells annoying, but what can he see?
He can see frost on everything in
Frost
that
on
room.
everything.
Yep, a layer of frost.
Okay. And is it a room or a passage or?
A passageway that goes in deeper, and you can see down the middle of it the marks of boots from the dwarf who had walked out of the area. And around the area where his boots are seems to be some sort of browny coloured ground.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cordar's going to be having a look at the browny coloured stuff and the cold in the area. Would Swamp Law likely to help him at all?
I'm sure it would.
The perfect person sitting getting stuck down by a sorcerer. But anyway, I've got all the skills for that one.
Hello!
21 on Swamp Law.
There we go.
Yes, you do.
Hello.
You do.
Super duper late.
You do recognise
That's
brown
okay, man. We'll
mold.
just keep going.
You do happen to recognise brown mold.
Brown mold. Okay. Do I remember what the effect or how to most effectively deal with brown mold is?
Well, if you provide it with heat, it expands,
Yeah.
and it does cold damage.
And it does cold damage. Do I know the effective way of killing it?
Let's see. I'm just making sure I've actually got brown mold in here.
obviously not burning and presumably not freezing.
You strip naked and run around in the brown mold.
I'm sure that will work every time.
We know that would be Sparky's technique.
I'm diseased, so I'm just crazy in the mind at the moment. So.
Well, because Sparky strips naked in the last 2 encounters, so...
Hey, you've done it a couple of times now.
What's going on?
After the last combat, Victor, so we were in the room and we had the combat against the Darrow and the sort of carrion golem-y type thing, where Sparky had tried to attack, dropped the pegs instead, and then spent the combat under the table.
Bella casted a whole bunch of defensive spells.
We then got attacked by the other Darrow who we were told were in the area, and we've just basically finished that. Luna once again, Sparky once again
Dropped his pants.
Demonstrated her prowess by nimbly jumping up so she could stand above us to drop her pants this time.
It was genuinely impressive.
It was a tumble, dropping pants kind of thing.
Okay, so Jeremy, it is a survival check that you have to be trained in to remove the mold.
Okay, I am trained in survival, and in fact I have assurance of survival, which would give me I think I've noted it somewhere. Thought I noted it somewhere. +5, but I don't think my... yeah, I've got +0 wisdom anyway, so my would a 15 treat the brown mold?
It would not.
It would not?
No.
Okay. At this stage then, I will just warn out Nexa and presumably also Luna, since she's back around the area again. Be careful down there. We might hold off on that particular way and let people know exactly how to remove brown mold easily.
So you can make a trained stealth check to go past it without being affected by it.
Okay. So, okay, you could do that, but were there any other any other obvious exits or entrances?
Okay, there was just one more, because the bedroom with the cells was one space. This is the Cave to the Frost, another. And the last one is looking into it. It seems to be an alchemical lab.
Okay, again, no one present?
No one present. This one is right off the area you came in.
Right. So having had a look around and confirmed there's apparently no one here, Cordar will go and take up position near the door that led to the brown mold.
Okay.
So, but not go in yet, just on the idea that because that's a space he hasn't actually checked,
it might be dangerous.
He comes out of that passageway to attack it.
That is fair.
So bring in Victor. Like a medicine check to see, like, we already know the problems with the mold, right? What it causes.
You know it causes cold damage.
Oh, okay. Can we like make a nature check or a cool check to see if she can like burn the mold or do something like that before
do not
going
burn
in?
the mold, and it's a survival check you need to do.
Yeah. It's all survival.
The survival check?
So Cordar can tell you all about it, and he says that, hey, I can probably remove it, but it's not going to be something that's necessarily easy. So he'd rather wait until people are prepared and ready before attempting to start doing it.
Yeah, I'll just let you. I'll let you.
How about like burning? It can be
Do not burn it. Burn it will make it grow.
What if it grow but it's burned? Do it like make it worse?
Yes. It becomes bigger.
So we know so far if you burn it, it doubles, and it causes frost damage. Now, Sparky would like to help, but Sparky's got a bit of a disease issue at the moment, because Sparky has a +1 in survival checks in that underground situations.
Now counted out by the -1 from the...
Yeah, I know, but I'm actually trained in
And what's her base survival check?
It's +7, so yeah, I'm really good at this stuff, but I'm really out of action at the moment. So
We haven't too much evidence of that.
Can we try like a medicine check to see if we can do like do something like that can like immunize people before going in, like
Victor,
it is survival based.
It is a survival check to stop it affecting you, to disable it, and it is a stealth check to go past it without being affected by it. By being near it, it will do cold damage to you. It's not something that you have to breathe in, or even so much as slide over. By being near it, it will affect you with actual cold damage.
Bellas calls out to Nexa.
How about running through, like going in as fast as we can, like just run
Victor, can you just hang on a second, because there's another door that we haven't been through yet.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, so Bella calls out to Nexa.
What's up?
Can you go and see what's through that door, see what's in there?
Oh, you see this glowing arrow on a wall.
But I could get.
How long Bella have to work with Sparky for?
Bella will be working for as long as he possibly can, because it's being a disease. He actually can't do anything, but he's going to make sure that Sparky doesn't do anything stupid or move or do anything unnecessarily that she doesn't have to.
So what you're saying is that you've actually you've treated Sparky as if she's been bitten by a poisonous snake, and put a pressure bandage on her with a splint covering her whole body.
Yes.
One big bandage.
Sparky would go, did anyone check that bloody ugly woman's wizard kind of body? Since I can't do anything, and I'll just look up at Bellath with a sad puppy dog eyes.
Well,
there's only one woman here, and it's you, so be quiet.
We saw you going around and looting all the bodies.
No, I didn't get to that one, because then I told to sit back down.
Hang on, you two are in completely different rooms.
They're calling out from across the gap.
Yeah, I don't care at the moment. I'm feeling a bit sick.
Okay. If Cordar hears that the other one hasn't been checked,
Yep.
Cordar will start looking at the bodies, particularly for a set of keys.
Okay, so by the time you get to the body of the wizard, the other two having been checked and both missing an eye,
Yeah.
the wizard has both its eyes and also a set of keys.
Okay. Anything else on it?
Looking around, has a couple of broken vials and a couple of burnt items on it, but nothing seems to be anything particularly outish.
Okay. Cordar will say, hey, I found the keys. I'm guessing I found the keys. I'm going to try and bring the unconscious prisoners out.
Okay.
Now, the 10 vials we found at the chest, I assume we picked those up, didn't
No.
we? Okay, cool.
Well, not yet, because they're the ones that are in the room that Cordar's just going through again now.
Cool, I told you.
He'll certainly tell people about it, but like I say, he was working on the idea of, he was thinking, oh, well, Bella's going to be working on Pinwinkel for 10, 20 minutes or something. So he was basically doing what he could easily in that sense, but...
Sparky.
Yes.
Okay, we could. Yeah.
Apparently, we have an extra person here today. Pinwinkle.
You hear the grinding of Nix's teeth when he says the word Pinwinkle.
Okay.
No, the real Pinwinkle is standing in front of you, healing Sparky.
I think Nix was saying...
I thought that was BB1.
Well done.
Yeah, okay,
So
Or
yes,
we'll go and see if you can actually look in these cells and see if you can find what's in what state the people are in there.
you do unlock it. You find them. All three of them are naked and unconscious. Apparently dealing with some form of disease.
Jesus.
Okay.
I don't want to like get anything near it.
Corda will pick up the first one and carry it out into the, or her, he or her, but not it rather, out into the common room area.
Yep.
Does Bella know if this disease is infectious?
Well, I think Corda certainly didn't.
Generally, as long as the carrier doesn't bite someone, you're fine.
Cool. As Corda brings out the first unconscious one, he yells out, "Don't let them bite you."
I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
I'll look at my bite and go,
Does the first one stir at all while being carried out?
Does not completely
Or stays
unconscious. Which means that they probably have less than a day to live.
Well, I was going to say, so basically he'll come in, he'll place it down into the room where Belath is working with Sparky, and say, I'm going to get, there's at least 2 more.
Yep.
So he can start working on them as they come out. So.
I set up a temporary crappy hospital.
That's okay, there are tables. You can put people on the tables once you remove the current occupant.
That'll do.
You can ask for Nexa or Luna to help you clear some space for you, really?
No, that's just going to sweep everything off the table.
Unfortunately, they are currently chained to the table, so you sort of need to unchain them first.
Who would chain to the table?
The eviscerated bodies that have been cut open.
Oh, right, yeah, no, Biz just cut the arms and legs off. And then drag them out of the...
Of which one, the bodies on the table or the people being put on the table?
Well, I guess if Nexa didn't go to the door, he... and Nexa carries an axe, doesn't he?
Yeah.
no.
Nexa, can you help me here? I need these bodies gone and I need the tables.
What am I doing? Cutting them up.
Yep.
Just do whatever you got to do. Just get these bodies off these tables.
You have a,
You may find it easier to
it's gone from
chain or take them out of the chain.
Can't I just throw them off?
They're currently chained to the
table.
Yeah, can I break the chains?
Sure, give me a strength check.
17 plus...
Damn.
Plus 4.
24.
17
You
plus
want
4
that
is not
hard to
24.
fail?
21. Sorry.
Okay, so as
I
you
didn't break the chains?
as you strain, the chains rattle a little bit but don't bend.
Don't waste your time. Just cut the arms and legs. It's easy. Go, do that.
Cool, I cut off the arms and legs.
Okay. It's much easier to pull the bodies off the table and toss them onto the ground.
This is Bella commanding this right there.
Yep.
I'm really worried about what Bella's going to do to me now, considering I'm in this state. I'm wondering if he's going to start chopping me up now for the same reason. But
Do you ask Bella that?
No, I'm just looking at you as like scared little dwarven eyes now.
And then you're put up on the messy table.
What's wrong? Why are you? What? You look like a deer that's about to be shot.
Well,
Something.
You're not going to do that to me, what you did to the bodies, are you?
Only if you change the table and you're dead and I need to remove you from the table.
At which point, Corda comes in with a third body. Third unconscious, second unconscious person.
Are these all dwarf bodies or
Human.
Yeah, okay, cool. If they're dwarf bodies, I'll be more worried.
Said Mark, I'm sure that Sparky is perfectly safe in Bella's hands. Unlike some other party members, Bella hasn't actually been poking or stabbing other party members.
Did I say that out loud or not?
Yes.
that was Jeremy to Mark.
Okay, I'm just saying, you get on the borderline of like that Sparky just gonna go, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Anyway.
Okay, so yes, you have them all on the table, two per table.
Okay. I'm next to one body, aren't I?
As
Unconscious
Corda
person.
brings in the third one, sorry, have you checked all, were there any other cells? Any other?
The other cells were empty.
Okay. He'll mention that, well, in fact, he'll go back and see if you can lift the chest of the potions and drugs and stuff.
No, it actually seems to have been stuck to the floor.
Okay.
Excuse me, it's my job. I need you on this table.
I'm not moving. I'm still on the table. Sorry, David, you're breaking up.
Something about needing someone on a job?
Sorry, guys. Just a bad reception there. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Bella tells her something about. Oh god, I can't remember. Sorry, I just had something happen.
You said something about helping on a job or something.
No, it doesn't matter. Basically, Bella just tells Sparky to relax. He needs you to not exert yourself and not work so that he can save your life from this horrible disease. They are further on in the disease, and if I don't treat you all at the same time, it will make it harder to treat you all individually. So you need to rest and not move.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna stay in there. I'm just gonna look at him intently, but not kind of move.
Okay, so considering he's going to be tending to you for a day, what's everyone else going to do while he's tending to you for a day?
Well, okay. The idea is that if we don't find any other exits or places out here, the intent will be to actually make some digits and get people back out to Magma.
You did have the glowing arrow on the wall.
Well, that's right. Okay, that was the point. We still have the other one right now, but yeah. So Bella is going to be sticking with the 4 diseased for the time being.
Seems like it.
Yep. Does Bella need anyone looking over? Well, okay. Sparky can look over and be providing some support for Bella. If Nexa and Luna, if we want to look at this other door, if it actually can we see how far down the corridor like with the brown mold, how deep does it go?
You're sticking your head in. It goes in about 20 feet and then turns with a sharp right angle. So I'm not exactly sure how far it goes.
Okay. Just thinking. We've got Tordar's got a light source. It's not a talk, doesn't he?
Bella looks up to you guys for a second. Did anybody check the wizard? Did anybody loot the wizard or anything?
Someone has, yes.
But there is Tordar will mention the fact that there is a chest full of potions or alchemical stuff in her room, and there's also an alchemical lab in the next door.
I need all of the potions.
And I'm looking at Belath with I can go do it, but I'm not going to see if I get a response out of Belath.
If you attempt to move, Belath will push you back down, otherwise he doesn't respond to you.
Though there are some handy chains here now, currently not in use.
Is the 2 ravens just watching me at the same time? Shit.
Well, okay, Tordar will go up and collect the potions and the bags of drugs, etc.
Yep.
And bring them back down to the makeshift hospital.
So, 10 vials.
And then...
And how many bags were there?
Over a period of time, Belath will ask...
and the vials...
We'll ask Sparky to read any runes that potentially are...
Okay.
So these vials don't have any runes on them, they're just a clear glass vial.
Clear.
Oh, there's nothing in them?
Oh no, they have liquid in them. Clear liquid. Very viscousy.
Yeah, no.
Not, you can see through it.
I've had so many comments. Pumuckle had so many comments there. I just had to let it go. Yeah.
And I believe the word you're looking for is baby gravy, but let's leave that bit.
Yeah, that's something about where that house in a certain in the town. Yeah.
No, these ones are clear. There might be something else.
Yeah, no.
Baby
Sparky doesn't know
gravy.
what you're talking about. Okay. I suppose Beloff looks after me. The stuff's brought down. There's only that door to go, really, isn't there?
Well, there's technically two doors. Like there's the door that Bella pointed out,
Yep.
and the corridor with the brown mold.
Yep.
I'm just trying to work out whether or not
That smells of an abattoir.
has. No, he doesn't seem to have any light source directly by himself. That's not a torch.
He does not.
Okay.
He would have the Sahedron. Sorry, not the
Wayfinder?
Wayfinder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Wayfinder.
He does
one.
produce light.
It does, right? Yeah, okay. I can't look through and think. I'm sure I think the Wayfinder did, but I couldn't actually find anything by this immediately.
Sparky says
yeah.
Sparky
So
has some
he's-
torches if you need it. So, but yeah.
Called noting the fact that it's a fairly short passage with the brown mould as far as you can see, at least for the first 20 feet and then a turn. How cold does he think this brown mould will really get if he's moving through moderately quickly but avoiding it with stealthily?
If you can avoid it, it won't affect you at all. But
The point being the fact that he's not thinking that one step and he instantly turns to an icicle and can't move at all or anything like that. It'll make it cold and do some damage, but it's not going to kill him instantly, he doesn't believe. Is that right?
So every 5 feet of it will do 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Ouch.
Every 5 feet.
It's alright, Luna can go down, they should be fine. No problems.
Well, what he'll attempt at first of all then is a survival check to try and remove the mole.
Okay. Fortunately, we'll only remove 5 feet of mold.
Oh, only 5 feet.
Yes, you got to do it for every 5 feet.
That's 20 feet, isn't it?
To the corridor bend.
There was 20 feet to the bend of the corridor that he can't look around to see how long the corridor actually is.
So he's going to have to spend a long time doing that one.
I don't suppose anyone's got resistance to cold or capability for any resistance to cold, do they?
Someone does, except it's not going to last for very long and can only do it once per day.
I do. We discussed it before the game.
What was that, sorry?
Sparky's shield.
Sparky Shield could do it.
Okay. But I don't think we want Sparky going down there too much anyway at this stage.
And for someone else to use it, they have to take a long rest and invest in it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the prestidigitation passage instead.
Okay, you get
What's he trying to point out at us?
you get a plus 10 to your perception roll because someone's been pointing it out to you for the last half hour or so.
Come on, I've carefully ignored all those signs. 16 plus 10, 20.
There's literally a flashing sign on it.
What was the perception? 26, 33.
Okay, so you just find the secret door. The DC was 30.
Right. Can I see how to open the secret door?
Yes, because you found the secret door. The door opens at your touch. You found the right spot. It is a little Sahedron rune on the wall.
Oh, well, okay. So I want to let Luna probably open it on the idea that she's the expert in opening Sahedron rune laws. Okay, the door's open. What do we see?
Behind the door, you see a curving stairwell shrouded in tattered cobwebs and a thick layer of dust. And an alcove just to the east of you. And inside that alcove, you see what appears to be a monstrous spider-like aberration long dead.
Okay, I'm guessing that the hero didn't notice this passageway since it's with all the dust and cobwebs.
Yep, give me a history check.
History.
I can't see from where I'm lying.
13. Where am I? Is history actually a first edition thing?
I think it is. Make it a law. Pathfinder law.
Pathfinder law, yeah.
Pathfinder law. Okay, 20.
20. Okay, so you remember the description of these things having come out of the Erispan, the big breach here that this was part of, about 100 odd years ago. In the year 4623, where it's 470. I think it's is it 47 or 48 at the moment.
Okay, but yes. Okay, so we had giant spiders came out and attacked Magnemar, you mean?
Yeah, so yeah, you're 4708, so it's less than 100 years ago. Giant spiders came out, and the Lord Mayor declared quarrying the Erisban a illegal act with death penalty associated with it.
Because apparently, the mines were actually what opened up the passage for these spider things.
And it is exactly from those mines that these spiders came from.
Right. Do I know what these spiders actually are?
They are an abomination created by the worshippers of the Runelords.
Right. Do I know anything about how dangerous they are, what they do? People got poisoned, I'm guessing, during the attacks. And
the spider is about twice your height.
Right.
Took about a squad of soldiers to take each one down. And basically, they had heroes leading the fight against them to stop them. And
Right.
and these are basically the heroes of the age, with some of them falling in battle.
Okay. But this one is definitely dead.
This one is long dead.
Okay. And what was beyond the dead spider?
A stairwell going down.
Okay.
You do hear a sort of ringing noise coming from down the stairs. So almost as if a bit of metal has struck something, like a vibration.
Oh, okay, like a bell type effect, but... Cordar will look to Nexa and Luna and confirm if they're ready to head down the stairs. And assuming they are, he'll also call back to the others to say, hey, there's a bit of a staircase beyond here, we're just going to go down and have a look.
Try not to get dead.
I bet my arm up and then I'd realise I'm not allowed to, so I'm going to do it. Good luck!
Okay.
Cordar's happy to take the lead, and depending upon how wide the staircase is, whether Luna and Nexa go side to side or one after the other.
Well, you can technically all walk down there together.
Okay. Cordar will be in front, just on the idea that if something comes out, it's only one person that's likely to get attacked rather than all three of us.
So, do you count your steps down?
Certainly Cordar's keeping an idea of how far down we go. Yes.
Okay, the stairs go past 50 steps.
Right.
Then it goes past 100 steps.
Okay.
Still got cobwebs, and it goes past 150 steps.
And we're still definitely the first people that have stepped in this room, in this passage for however long.
It doesn't look
Sorry
as
guys,
if...
I have to step away for a second. Did anyone call me in? No.
I believe Luna stops at that point as you continue on to 150 steps. And then you reach 200 steps. And then at 250 steps down, in a circular spiral staircase, you find yourself at a pathway leading to glowing doors.
Have we been hearing this ringing noise all the way down?
Yes, you have been hearing it all the way down, getting louder.
It has been getting louder, okay. And does it look like these doors are these shining doors are a source of this ringing noise?
It does not. The doors themselves have the Sahedron rune glowing on the front of it.
This is the same wound that tended to explode at various times in the other chambers.
It is very similar, yes.
Cordar will look to Luna and say, hey, look, you reckon you can open these doors as well?
I believe Luna is still here at the moment. Is Victor still here? Or is Victor still cutting out?
Victor's okay.
Yeah.
I am here. I had to step away, but I am back.
You're back again?
Oh, good.
Okay.
So,
we found another door that Luna's the expert on with the Sahikon wounds at the front of it.
Oh, okay then. Luna will be gladly try to open the door, even though she's hand is still bashing.
Okay, as you step forward,
Cordar will be staying back about 20 feet or so. Probably encouraging Vector to do the same.
So much trust this card.
Yeah, next row step back.
I said I am pretty comfortable to open these doors already.
Yeah, okay. And so do they open?
give me a check. What check did we do on the other doors, if you remember? We'll make it a... What did you say?
Religion or occult?
Make it an occult check.
Occult I have assurance I can get a default 17.
Okay, so you stand there looking impressive, nothing happens.
God damn, then I will roll.
Don't you need to use your medallion or something?
What medallion? The invisible gargant medallion?
Yes, the one in your
You can
hand
see
that
it.
is stuck.
Oh, okay, that one's stuck in my hand. Shit. Okay. I will try to do the same thing that I was doing all the way here.
Unfortunately, a 17 was not enough to open the door.
I wanted to roll that. Can Mike roll for me? Mike roll a d20 and add 8.
D20, hey?
D20 and add 8. How bad can it be?
Natural 20.
Okay, so
Oh shit.
the door opens
Oh, I
and
pulled the door up.
And I thought that Sparky couldn't do anything.
Hey, this wasn't Sparky, this was
Sparky,
Luna.
that was Mark.
And I've been worse that been all night.
So the door opens and you see inside a room shining with a golden light emanating from crystals embedded in the dome ceiling. As you,
Emanated with what? Sorry, you cut off.
the room shines with a golden light emanating from crystals embedded in the dome ceiling. The entire dome is painted in reds and golds depicting the glory days of ancient Thessalonia and remains as pristine as if it was just laid down. The altar is shaped like a seven-pointed star sitting in the center of the room. A smaller seven-pointed shape has been carved into the center of this block. Sitting in one of the star's arms is a shard of black metal.
Oh, can I try to reach the shard of black metal and try to examine it?
Yes, you do manage to pick up the shard.
Okay, obviously Luna's in front of the others, so she can get there first, but Cordar was about to say, from Cordar's perspective, does the shard of metal look very similar in size and shape to the one that ended up embedded in
Ballath's
arm?
Yes, identical actually, except for a different type of metal.
Okay.
Yep, I thought so.
I'm happy that Cordar would get not much beyond the before Luna gets there because
I know this could backfire, but I am playing my character like Luna is very curious.
I've got no problem with you going for it, and it's just because we said that you actually had
I know I can get fucked, but I am playing my character as weakness.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as you reach for it, the vibration sound goes stronger and stronger the closer your hand gets to the metal. So you know the metal is the source of the vibration you've been hearing all the way up to the top of the stairs.
See, Desna, what's going on here? Can I try to do an occult check to see if I know anything about this?
This is you've already done occult law. You know, this is part of Thessalonia. This is not part of a lot of other things.
Oh, guys, can you see this?
And the shard
this must
is
be,
the symbol of Thessalonia.
this must be Thessalonian in nature. Look at this. I can recognize what metal is this.
You've never seen that metal type before.
Cordar's, he came in to call out weight, but he's also looking around the rest of the room to see if there's anything else in here other than the shard. So.
You can see like a bright, glow, shiny spot on Luna's eyes. Like, can you see this? This must be one of the artifacts of old, and things that we only hear in stories and legends.
Not only is it one of the artifacts of old, it is part of the seal of the gods. That is also embedded in Ballast's arm.
But do I know what's embedded in Bellaf's arm? Like
you would have been told by the Lady Hindmarsh and warned about touching these things because they can take control of you.
Then I will put it back.
I was saying that before you touched it because basically touching an artifact can lead you to being taken over by the artifact.
Oh God.
Most artifacts are cursed.
It's too late, but I mean.
So Victor, So Victor, I was saying these things before you touched it. So do you still wish to touch the artifact? No, these are the things your character knows, so you're not then cursed.
Okay then, if my character knows about this, she won't touch it, but she will get really close to examine it.
Yes, you do.
And say everything I said before.
So you do feel the vibration coming from the item the closer you get to it. The item itself is not moving.
Should we hear upstairs?
With the door open, yes.
Sounds like a party.
Why
I'm just gonna AFK for a little bit, guys. You're gonna get a COVID test.
Yep.
I know if I can transport this indirectly, like put it in a bag or a cloth.
As long as you don't touch it, you can pick it up with tools and put it away.
Okay, I will try to like rest. If I don't have any cloth with me, I will just like rip it off from my sash and try to like take it. Pretty much like
I said, a sash isn't a tool. You need something to actually pick it up.
See, Mark's got all the tools upstairs, but he's not down there right now. So.
And
so
you don't
it can't be like just a cloth, right?
No, it has to be something that can actually pick it up where you're not touching it. If you use a cloth, you're still touching it through the cloth.
So I'll think about, like, I had thieves' tools, I had a few different, things like that I could use, kind of thing. So, but I'm not there, so I don't know anything about this.
So Cordar basically stopped at the doorway.
Yep.
And was looking around the room and he called out wait to Luna, whether or not she did.
Luna did wait, and you can see the item. You can see the piece that you came down here for sitting in the recess.
Okay.
You also think that if you disturb it, you may trigger a trap, because it is a major artifact.
Yep.
How about gunning power? Does Luna know if touching this item is more a curse than a gift?
Balath got cursed the moment Balath picked up the other one. Balath does have a curse on him.
But Luna may not actually know that.
Lady Hindmarsh stated that.
Did explain it? Okay,
Yeah.
happy with that.
That's why she said, be careful with these items. And once I identified it to you, you would have stopped touching it.
Luna just murmured like to herself, like, picking this up would make me like closer to the gods. And you see like she can like she start to levitate a little bit above the ground while she's saying that, and her hair start to like moving more.
So,
But she
Victor,
doesn't touch it.
from perspective of your character, it's not Desna who is the god that this is for. This is for the sleeping Runelord gods, not the actual gods you've been worshipping.
This predates your gods, effectively.
So this is a symbol of the Runelords, not the symbol of your personal worshipping. Desna has never been worshipped as a Runelord.
But as a native Varisian, you've got knowledge and understanding of the Lord.
Oh shit.
Everybody does.
Yep. I will need to take another phone call. God damn it. 1 second.
So how would Nexa and Corda
God
like
damn
to
it. I need
handle
to
that?
take in another phone call. 1 second.
That's all
Yeah,
good.
all good. Okay, Corda will suggest that. So I don't think we necessarily have the equipment right now to collect this shard, and it would be advantageous to have everyone in case there is some sort of trap or something occurring if it gets picked up. He's recommending that we back out for the time being, allow them to close the door again, come up, allow the secret door to keep it hidden, try and remove any cracks over it that led to the secret door. Not worrying about the cracks in the dust in the staircase, but actually on the back of the common room. And he's suggesting that we start looking at getting the injured back to Magnamar, and we can potentially try and get this with extra forces. Or, okay, if Nexa and or Luna decide that no, it'll be fine, we can get it now, then potentially, what was the shape of this shard? You could have like a hole or something in it that we might use a pit on or something to
See,
pry it out of the
I
gap.
can show a picture of it if I get to the right page. It does not have a hole in it. It is a black metal. You don't recognize the type of metal because you've not seen metal like that before.
Nexa doesn't fuck with strange magic.
And there's nothing stranger than these items, as you've seen with what happened to Belath.
Exactly. So Nexa is happy to agree with Corda, but let's come back with more support.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nexa's not that fussed about it at all, to be fair.
Well, let's face it, the main reason we're down here was because Hindmarsh wanted us to explore and find out if there was any bits and pieces.
And also, she also knew the shard was
collect
here.
it all.
She knew the shard was down here, and that was part of your journey, was to get the shard.
Okay, yeah. So,
And that's why you kept coming down here, because you know you had to collect the shard, and she was hoping to investigate it before anyone else was to use the next shard.
yeah.
And from what you heard from her, she was intending to have someone else chase the next item, so as to not infect the entire party with each one of the shards.
Yeah. So you meant the next one after this one, or?
So basically, you'd bring this one back to her, and she would have someone else chase down the next one, and then you would get the next one to chase down one for someone else, and so on and so on.
Okay, then. So apparently, it is we do need to try and get it now. I guess is the implication.
You think you can come back with some tools?
Oh, okay, yeah. In that case, then, yeah.
It's just that you know it's your task to eventually get it, but as a Pathfinder, you want to get it safely, not full-heartedly.
Yeah, I'm happy with that sort of plan.
I showed Mark the picture of what happens when you do get it, so he's more than happy with that too.
I'm diseased. I don't know what's going on at all. So.
That's right. Yeah, we'll carry Luna down and she can pick it up in a diseased state. That'll be fine.
So apparently you're diseasing Luna as well.
So yeah, so you've got Zine Luna, Zeus Sparky, and I was about to talk to Bellath about the crows and what the eye thing is about, kind of thing, but we can leave that for next session. So.
Okay, so there were a few tables and bits and pieces in various rooms.
Yep.
And possibly some beds or things like that.
You can make some cots easily to take people back to town from this point.
Okay, so we can make effectively a few litters.
Yep. And you'll be able to take everyone back.
I am back. Oh, Jesus. I am back, folks. Sorry.
All good. Yeah. Okay, in that case then, we will aim to make 4 litters.
And we'll end up finishing off tonight with you taking people through the passageways back to Magnamar.
I can walk.
Yeah.
Why you let me walk?
I guess you'll probably take a couple trips. It's going to be if you have to carry 4 litters between 4 people, 2 of whom aren't particularly strong.
Well, you can drag the litters, so it's not that bad, and you've got enough people to drag the litters.
And in fact, actually thinking about it, we do want to take all 4 back at once, because we don't really want to leave anyone down here with Captain Grace.
We are taking what next?
You're taking 3 unconscious people and 1 really sick dwarf back to Magnamar for help.
Cough, cough.
Okay.
And then we'll come back for the shard.
That's it.
And also, while we're out there, Cordar will check up on exactly how the best way of removing brown mould is, and if there's a way of doing it in bulk line type stuff to look at the corridor. So.
Cold damage.
I know, I'm just smart ass. I did it for a reason.
You can they are weak. It is weak to cold damage, so you can attack it with cold. But you basically have to destroy it with cold without being close to it.
Cold grenade.
Cold ball.
Cold. Nah. I'll leave it alone, Martin.
Okay, so yes.
Well, we can discuss it overnight in high-marked manner and work out the best opportunity.
What? Yep, the
So we'll finish tonight's session with you guys walking underneath the Bay of Magnamar. And yes, it is after 10 p.m. now, Victor, so we are quite late. You did come in late.
I hate myself. God damn it.
That's alright, we don't need anything planning, we just need to end nicely.
And you are currently taking litters of people to save them back to Magnamar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a feeling
guys, I'm sorry, y'all. I could swear this was the end of the week. Come on.
It's all good. I'll put it on end credits, and if you want to talk to people afterwards, you can have a quick word to them, but we'll wait until after the credits are passed. Okay, so on to end credits now.
Thanks, guys.